just okay.
Start the show already. Sheesh.
Everyone, let's welcome to the show, Ketchup.
Well, that was fun.
Hi.
Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing today?
Morning, everybody.
Good morning. Hi, my four sons, Krusty Witch, Allie Riddle, and Dwayne. Hey, Faves is here. Yes, Faves, come from this way. A few audio issues that we had to work on. Yeah. Give me one sec. I have to adjust a couple things. There we go. I see Brummy's here. Robert Towers here. Robert. Krusty Witch. Good morning. Good morning. How are all of you? I hope everyone's doing well. Hi, Roy. How are you? Renee's Retro Relics is here. Hi, Renee and Calvin. Oh, wait. I said Calvin. Dang it. Hi, Big Dirt and Attitude. How are you? How are you? How are you doing today, Ketchup?
I'm okay. I have a little stomach ache. I haven't felt so great the last couple days, but I'm good.
Oh, I know why. It's because you have a deficiency because you weren't able to watch your Fleabag show last night.
Oh, that's probably totally why.
Hi, Itty Bitty and Happy and French Psycho and Linda. How are you? Lisa Clay, how are you? Good morning. Yeah, I tell you what, I think she's messing with us. See, and what she's doing is she's not going to go live, so we have no content. But over here on our regularly scheduled program of Daryl Brooks Friday, okay. Hi, Debbie Webb's here. Hey, Debbie Webb. I haven't seen Debbie Webb for a hot minute. Hi, Debbie Webb. How are you? Are you feeling well? Oh, MQ Moss or MQ Moss. MQSSS is here. I'm here, but need to leave because I'm hungry. Well, enjoy. You could have some French fries with a little ketchup. Dipped in a little ketchup. Hi, perpetually puzzled puzzler. Hey, me too. I'm trying to shut my what? Hi, Tracy Spencer. Don't block me today, Jay. I never block anybody. Hi, Sherry. I've blocked one person in my life, and that is only BBB, because he tried to steal all of my followers and go all over to Boner Crusher. Hi, Rippy. Hi, Muppet Angela. Hi, Fru. How are you? I told on you for not reading my super chat, Jay. Did I miss your super chat? Oh, what? Oh, yeah. No, yeah. Yeah, I wasn't reading that big dirt. Yeah, Miyagi sent me a little. Oh yeah. Miyagi sent me a message all about it. Hi, Dragon's Gravy. How are you? Good morning. Hey, Stephen Farr is here, or Lisa Farr, as Lisa is apparently transitioning. Okay, so soon to be. I'm such a dick.
Yeah, you are.
Hey, look, Good Bonnie's here. Not Dumb Bonnie. Our Good Bonnie is here. Hi, Good Bonnie. How are you? And if you're around, you can watch too, Dumb Bonnie. All right. just don't post that stupid thing in the chat, please. Just don't do that, okay? Hey, did you see who's here?
Who?
April's Crochet and more. It's not just crochet, folks. There's more. Go check her out. April's Crochet and more. DJ Radis in the house. Nothing better than listening to a female streamers before bed. Ketchup and Jaylene. Stop it, DJ. I will pull this thing to the side of the road right now, DJ Radis. I will do so in a heartbeat. You keep this up.
Hey, Radis.
I look around 318. What a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day it is here. So just JF, when are you going to be with Lisa? Go shut up, Dwayne.
The secret's out, Jay. Everybody knows about you now.
I still have PTSD over that. It's terrible. Hi, Allie Riddle. Much love. Denise sells a bunch of stuff. If you want to buy stuff, go check out Denise. She sells stuff. She's wonderful. She's wonderful. You know, I wanted to pull this up, though. Jaylene Hop. No, it's what am I? Horse hip ass?
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. All right, Tammy J, if you're listening, Tammy, go over to X, all right, get on Grok or go to, AI, come up with something better than Drain Drip. Can we do that? All right, that's terrible. I mean, if you're going to give me a name and make fun of me, at least make fun of me. I don't get this one.
Yeah, like you got to pick something that's funny. That's not really even funny.
I mean,
it's just kind of stupid.
You could go with Gay Drip. All right. I mean, just figure something else out. Grok will do it for you. It'll do it for you. Hi, Jerry Schneider. How are you? And Gracious. Hi, Gracia. Much love. Much love. I did notice, though, Miyagi's kind of letting herself go. Did you notice that?
Oh, I saw. Oh, boy, Miyagi.
You got
to take her out for some walks, Jay.
That's the thing. I've been a little lazy. We haven't been out on our normal walks. That's on me. That's on me. I better see if I can even pull it up here. Oh yeah.
Well, you're clearly not giving her the attention she deserves.
That is clear. That is very clear. Because look at what happened here. This is terrible. Oh man. I can't believe I am responsible for this. I take 100% ownership. 100% ownership. Let me see here.
Jay, I hate to sound like a broken record, but since you still haven't touched the green card or the divorce papers, you've left me zero options. I'm now taking advanced masterclasses from Fleece's handbook. What can I say? I've really let myself go. Goggles locked and loaded for premium VR escapism. Peace sign headband fully activated. Beads swinging like I'm at Woodstock. One paw buried in the KFC bucket and the other clutching this family-sized cola. I'm slurping it like it's my full-time job. Couch is 40% me now. 60% crumbs and chicken skins. I'm not even watching regular channels anymore. Full slob mode engaged. So, Jay, please, for the love of all that is holy and fried, hurry up before this fluffy belly outgrows the entire couch and they need a forklift to get me to sign anything. Your move, Jay, or should I say, my move to the next bag of chips. Which is it gonna be? Ta-da!
No! What have I done?
Oh, you've done it now.
This is terrible.
Hey, Sister Sal.
Sister Sal. I'm so sorry, Miyagi. I promise. You give me 10 days. I'm going to get you that green card. You give me 10 days. I'm going to get on the phone with the governor. All right. And we are going to get this all squared away.
Oh, Jay. Stop lying to her.
I have to say this though. When I was getting a green card, from my wife, my ex-wife now, of course.
Page 23.
What?
The wife from page 23.
Yeah, from page.
Okay. I just want to be clear because you said you've done the visa thing a few times, so I'm just want to be sure.
Okay, I'm going to answer those questions too, since now you brought it up so rudely. Chop, chop. All right. Thank you for the 2, Rob Pate. There's a spare green card. Let's auction it off. Yeah, DJ. Yeah. No, because my ex-wife was from China and it moves very, very slow. So I had to contact at the time. It was Governor Ben Nelson here in Nebraska. I'll be honest with you. Very, very quick to respond were they, and moving very fast on behalf of myself to help expedite her getting her visas and stuff. However, it still took about a year and a half. It was forever to get the visas and stuff. No, not a year and a half. I would say, I think it was almost a full year, actually, a full year. And but no, they I would email. They would email me directly, like, we're working on this. We're trying to expedite things. When is your wedding? When is it scheduled? We're trying to get her here. Did that happen? No. It was we had to reschedule the wedding. It was crazy. D. Wade says, Miyagi money for the lawyer. I will make sure she gets that. Miyagi, that's $2. Miyagi. No, she doesn't sound like that. No, that was Canine Cop. That was Canine Cop Gaff.
Hey, Coop.
Hey, Coop. How are you, Mr. Coop? Thank you, D. Wayne. Thank you so much. Thank you, D. Wayne. But anyways, she eventually got her. But the funny thing is, because I said I'd been through the process a few times. Well, that's because her mom and dad. Because she told me when we got married that one day, when they were older and retired, would probably want to come live with us. Okay, 3 years later, when they're at the ripe age of 55, I mean, I was expecting like 65, 70, you know? We just buy them their own house to live in, not necessarily move into our house. 3 years later. And I was like, this isn't kind of what I signed up for. And
like, I didn't plan on having bunk beds with your parents.
It did not. Listen, a house full of three Asians and 4 dogs and myself did not quite work out so well, to be honest with you. See, I'm a one Asian man. It was funny though. I don't think she ever watches my show. I don't know. I think she knows I have a show. It's funny though. When I finally got to the day where we were going to get divorced, she asked me, she goes, so do you think we should go get counseling or is that it? And I go, I think that's it.
Yeah. I think that was a smart choice on your part.
I don't need counseling for this. I don't.
Are me, you, and your parents all going to go to couples counseling?
I said, I know when to grab my clothes, a TV, and go move into an apartment till I figure stuff out from there. Very simple, very simple. I even said, just keep everything. I'll see ya. I literally walked out the door. All right. Of course, I had the money in my bank account. I said, you just keep the house. Don't worry about it. I just said, yeah, that's a good one. And just you can hang on to that bad boy. I'm out of here. You know what though? We made it almost 10 years. That's pretty good. Almost a decade.
It's a shame you let that deaf lady slip through your fingers, though.
I know. Well, she just didn't listen to me. You know.
I really think she would have been the perfect wife for you.
The thing is with the deaf girl is, we didn't have the best communication because I didn't speak language and text a lot. And then I was learning some sign language. I could do the alphabet, So a lot of times, rather than words, I would have to spell out my words to her, because I could do the alphabet. And it was like a lot of work. And then all of a sudden, my fingers started getting sore. I started getting carpal tunnel, I think.
Carpal tunnel.
And,
So you had to spell out words by using sign language, and you would do it by the letter, not the word?
yeah, because it was too early on. I hadn't learned all the words yet. I learned the one
Oh.
for. I learned the sign language for Native American. It was that is not the sign. Apparently, that is not the sign. She made that very clear to me. But this is what's funny though. She was part Native American, and she laughed at that. She had a good sense of humor because she was like, "That is funny as shit."
Oh man.
But she found out a few funny things about me. Like, you can't take me anywhere, and, and feel comfortable with me around. Like, we went to a museum, and anything that said "do not touch," I touch. It's like, whoa, you're daring me at this point. So just stop asking me not to touch it. You put that on there, you're daring me. I mean, of course I'm going to touch it. Jay, you were using your fingers for the wrong things. I know.
Note to self: don't go to museums with Jay.
One would have to have a sense of humor to date you, Jay. I know where you'd be. It was good times. It was good times for me. I don't know. It's the thing is though, there were always stories to tell, like I make a joke out of everything. So, I knew this much, you date a deaf lady with 4 daughters. You're going to have stories to tell eventually, because this isn't going to work out. She wasn't deaf, Jay. She was constantly muting you. She was muting herself. Jay's horrible. He's horrible, I say. Hi, Mama Bear Leah and TK. It was good times, though. I mean, if you think it was funny, though, because, she'd always have, like, we'd be driving around, the kids would be in the back seat yelling at each other, and she'd just be up there paying it no mind. And I'm like, I don't even have to deal with this crap, Like, I go into the house, her kids have the TV turned up to level 100, like it's blasting. And she asked me, she's like, well, what level should they have it at? I go, I don't know, 30? I'm 25? Like, Jesus. The smoke detector would be beeping every 5 minutes. Like, you need you need a new battery. And she's like, I didn't know. I was like, you can't tell you. And she's like, they just thought that's what it was supposed to do. I'm like, oh, this is terrible.
Oh no.
If you think about it, with the smoke detector and everything, I'm over there, I'm saving lives here. I'm saving lives, I tell you. Juliet's here. She says I'm not allowed to date. I don't think I can either. I think I've been kicked out of the program. Oh, hey, Magic John. Boy, that was fun.
Hey, Jay, I think you should show everybody your new banner.
Oh, God damn it. I forgot. Let me see. You're making me do this, huh?
Yep. Because it's so good.
I also have some nipple insecurities, to be honest.
You guys can thank Rogue Mama for that one.
I have to center it. I have to figure out how to center it better. But yeah, I mean, I have these nipple insecurities. By the way, Babes, I don't know if you could do this. Can you put the kids thing in the chat for the kid?
Where are we at with that? How much is he up to?
I'm gonna go look here. I know what's her face was also sending people over to his channel yesterday. What's that one lady's name?
I mean, your best friend, Rosalind Duke?
Oh yeah. Rosa Puke. She was over there.
Hey, Calvin.
I'm looking for his channel. Let me see. Why can't I? Oh, there he is. Okay. Let's see.
I believe Rogue wanted you to make that your background, actually.
542 now. 42. I'll pin that up there since I can't pin it tonight because tonight we got bingo or people watch. So bingo will be pinned up there tonight. God, I can't do that with that kids channel. Damn it. No, Jesus, that sounds horrible. No, I got that pinned up there. Please swing over. Hi, Foxy Mama. How are you? Please swing over. Click on that a link that is pinned up there. Go give the kid, go give him a sub. Go watch a video, give it a like, leave a nice comment. It's always wonderful to do, especially after, even though he doesn't know it, this person has, Elemental P has done such terrible, terrible things to this kid. And, well, it's always nice to do something nice and to show that when certain people just do horrible, horrible, horrible things, that even though he's a kid and he doesn't even know, anything about it. But we can still do nice things, right? Because that was terrible what Lyronette Preston and John Crook did. It was just the most terrible thing I think anyone could have ever done nearly in life. I mean, almost, I'm going to say worse than Daryl Brooks. Yep, it was worse than Daryl Brooks. No, tied with Daryl Brooks. It was pretty bad.
Definitely was a crappy thing.
It was really crappy. Yeah. Hey, Nemesis is here. Hey, you know what? As they go through the bankruptcy, are we gonna find out if any of those turtles are alive?
I don't know.
They're gonna be like taking inventory. It'll be like 11 turtle shells.
Yeah.
They ate the turtles. It's so bad. By the way, though, let's see. We got Box Fort Day coming up here. Still. And I'm going to go back and we're going to start a little bit more at the beginning of Box Fort because we got 2 Box Forts, to go through. And then we're going to go ahead and do closing statements today. Daryl has a good closing statement.
Why are we so big?
Well, we're going to be off the screen in a second.
Oh, okay.
Because, I'm going to pull this up here. Let's see. I got to get rid of that chat. Over here. This is on the Law and Crime channel. Okay. These are good friends of mine over at Law and Crime. We always communicate. We do a lot of work together, a lot of collab going on between Law and Crime, just like me and Dave Portnoy. Also very, very good friends with Dave Portnoy. He likes to strike my channel for fun sometimes, but it's just out of fun, trust me. Ketchup, are they buying it in the chat? Are they buying it?
I don't think so.
Damn it.
I think they're on to you.
No. That was my burping noise. I heard it was Turtle Jonestown scene over there. That's funny. They're all drinking the Kool-Aid. The poor turtles. I can't.
He muted himself.
Sorry, that was too funny. Okay, let me get let's do Brooks here. We're off to a hot start here. Hey, did you see me on Shizzy's show last night?
No, I went to bed early because I didn't
Good.
feel good.
Good. It was a disaster. I couldn't
Really?
watch when I couldn't talk. The volume wouldn't work because he doesn't use StreamYard anymore or whatever. He uses a new thing, and I wasn't able to sync up. It was terrible. And then I said, "Well, I'm destroying your show. See ya."
Oh no.
It was awful. It was awful. But we gave it a whirl. We tried. Maybe next time.
Oh, that's terrible.
Well, you're welcome, Happy. I try. Let's go see what Dirt Works has to say here. I did go back just a little bit. We'll get to Box Fort 1 here. It's very
Oh no, DJ.
First of all, sir, stand and raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? All right, thank you. Be seated. State your first and last name for the record, please.
Zachary Tremaine.
I need to get the other courtroom in. I've now changed the audio.
Into the record. Why have they not been permitted to be made evidence? I didn't rest my case, so I don't know why that's being told. And I have yet to be able to offer my exhibits into the record for evidence. How is that so, Your Honor?
So the court did declare the evidentiary phase of this trial closed. I specifically found that you forfeited your right to present any further evidence or testimony when you failed to answer my questions regarding the calling of witnesses. And then I also declared that you forfeited your right to testify. Specifically as it relates to your trial filing, sir, I would note that all evidence in a trial must be proper, it must be probative, it must be relevant, and it must follow all rules of procedure and all rules of evidence. To the extent that you wrote all of those documents, sir, that would be hearsay. And for that reason, I'm denying your request to make them part of the record.
They were not hearsay, Your Honor. I did what you told me to do. You told me, since I was representing myself pro per, that I had to write everything out and present it to the court.
So that's not what I said. You're misquoting me, but in any event, I'm
No, that's
denying
what
your
you said.
request. I
So
said,
you're saying that I have no right to present evidence and to have exhibits as the state's been able to do.
Mr. Brooks,
Are
I'm
you
not
denying
going to
me
have a debate about this
Are you
now.
denying
I
me-
have,
are you-
I gotta
are you
mute him
denying me
once
your
again.
right?
So, Mr. Brooks, I have muted you because I declared the evidentiary phase of this trial.
This is what's so adorable. Hi, Fern, how are you? This is so adorable. Is he wanted to present his own testimony as evidence that was written down, which would make it hearsay, rather than testifying himself. He wanted to write it down, present it as evidence, which then makes it hearsay, and that's what the judge is saying, and it's adorable.
Like, they've only gone over this like 50 times during this trial.
She gave you a book. She can't even get the book back. You destroyed the damn book. You used it as toilet paper. I mean, God, you owe her a book, Daryl. Daryl, you owe her a book.
I don't think she wants it back anyway.
I don't think so either.
Trial closed. You forfeited your right to present further evidence and testimony previously by refusing to answer the court's questions. I will specifically address the filings. Number one, it is not true that I advised him that any filing would become evidence. That is simply false. Number two, filings, I told him if he wanted to present motions, should be written down and should be based in law and fact and request specific relief. I'm well aware that previously he has referenced he would like his filings made exhibits. I've reviewed those filings. There's nothing relevant, nothing probative, or the information contained therein is hearsay. Mr. Brooks would have needed to testify regarding any statements that he, from himself, testimony. He cannot simply put in an affidavit. That's not proper. That's hearsay. And he hasn't asked in any of those filings that he hasn't put forth any exception to the hearsay rule that would allow this court to admit his written filings. I believe without fail, they are all irrelevant, not probative, and hearsay, and therefore not admissible. So we're moving on to the discussion of jury instruction.
Yes, please do your part. If you would, hit the like button. Thank you very much, Ellie Riddle. Please hit the like button. Just tickle that for just straight up. You can hit the like up or down. Either one's okay. I prefer up's always better, but you know, it's okay.
a garbage can or if you just simply put them under the table, but they are no longer in front of him. I will, however, unmute him so that we can get his feedback regarding jury instructions. It's typically a back and forth. We'll go through them.
I'm sure the feedback's going to be wonderful.
Parties, whether there are any instructions they believe should be included, and we'll have a discussion on that, and then we'll talk about whether any of the instructions that are in
Well, it'll
here,
be like a Fleabag stream
need
then.
to be modified in any way, taken out, edited.
Blah, 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 blah.
Right, you're unmuted now, but but you have to not interrupt.
No, you can't, I'm not trying to interrupt, but how can you deny me the chance to put on the adequate defense by saying nothing that you told me to do can be presented into evidence? So you filed them. You filed everything that I gave to you.
Right, Mr. Brooks, I'm going to mute you because this is not relevant at this time.
It is.
He's raised tone of voice. He's very animated. He threw the jury instructions on the floor. I understand you're upset, sir. I understand you believe I'm violating your right to present a defense. I've made my rulings. I determine you forfeited your right to testify, which includes the right to present evidence as you would have testified. I closed off your ability to call any other witnesses by finding that you forfeited your right to do so based upon your conduct. I understand you're frustrated. I understand you believe that I'm not without authority to do that. I made specific factual findings. I've referenced the law, and you being upset with the decision is not going to change my mind. He's also taken the headphones off. It's his choice right now whether he participates in this jury instruction conference. It is his choice. But if he is going to spout off about things that I've already determined, I will continue to exercise the mute function on the audio equipment.
I mean, she
I'll
could
unmute
kick him
again,
out
but
altogether and have
but
them
you are
take him back
advised
to
to-
his cell.
Exactly. And by the way, Mom Barely, yes, let's not call Christy a witch a cow. All right. It's very rude. Very rude.
Oh boy. That's not right. That must have been a typo, I'm guessing.
What says I guess I shouldn't call you COW or KOW, Christy.
Oh. Hey, Rob, hey.
let's try not to do that. That seems mean. Normally, I'm
Yeah.
the mean person over here. So we could. Do I need to get Star back over here to be mean to me rather than you being mean to each other? We can do that.
Well, I could start being meaner to you if you want.
That's what everyone's saying. They're saying you're too nice, but no, I enjoy nice ketchup over here too. I enjoy salty Star. That's spicy ketchup.
Yeah. Star brings it like nobody else.
That's right. That's great. Boy, it was nice having Star back. I'll wait and get a text from her. I'll wait. I don't know if she's going to do Saturday afternoon, maybe Sunday morning, maybe both. I don't know. I'll wait and see which one she's going to do, if any. I think she's going to do, I think she's going to do one of them. We just have to work it out. Maybe both of them. But yeah, we should have a good Saturday and a Sunday morning stream.
Ooh,
So hopefully,
cool.
I hope she can do the Sunday morning stream because that's the 1 year of Star and JJ falling in love.
Oh boy. Now you're getting carried away.
I mean, being on stream together, it was very unfortunate for Star, but worked out well for
Oh, I'm pretty sure she's been regretting it ever since.
I would too. I'm regretting it for her. There's a lot of secondhand embarrassment on my behalf for her for being with me. I mean, it's terrible.
You need to be proper. You need to not interrupt, and you need to stay on task, which is we're discussing jury instructions, not other evidence, not subject matter jurisdiction,
Thanks,
not
Kathy.
your belief that I told you to file things a certain way. We are now discussing jury instructions. So once again, I'll unmute him to see if he can follow these simple rules.
You need to tell me why I can't present evidence. How can you deny me how can you deny me my right to present evidence?
Right?
I
I'll
told
unmute
you
him
before
once
this.
again because he wants to continue. And again, I understand he's upset. I understand that. But he has himself to blame.
We're past the evidentiary phase here, sir. You had your chance, right? You blew it. Right? That's how court works. There's not like a oopsie moment. You don't ever get to say oops. That's not how this works. You don't. There's never a part in there where a lawyer just comes before the court and says, "My bad, but my mom sent me this evidence." That never doesn't happen. Like, my mom just told me that the car had a defect, after the trial has just ended. So now this needs to be brought before the court. She's just, like the cop's getting his jury instructions out of the trash can. He puts them back underneath the table.
Reflect Mr. Brooks is muted because he wants to continue to debate with us.
Now listen, I can talk over this one because he's not talking, he's muted. It's just so funny. You know what he should have had? He should have had Boner Crusher's fax paper shredder over there. The judge could be like Volstorm's here. Hi, Volstorm. Why do I feel like
Volstorm? Or maybe one of those dry erase boards. Imagine what he would have done with one of those.
Now he reached down, grabbed the papers purposely, just so he could put them in the trash can again.
Oh my God.
He's so upset. Oh, here we go. Here's box fort number 1. We're going to do box fort number 1. This is a good one. Here we go. Got that going up there, and this one's going to be a little heavy for him. This one's going to be a little heavy. Whoa, he fell down. Daryl down, DB down. He fell down in his chair. We got a DB down.
To continue to read through them.
He's just start peeking around the boxes. Nobody can see me over that. Calvin wants to be a co-host. Why he don't let him in? I don't know why he don't let him in. I've seen Calvin at work so far, Rob Taylor. I've seen his handiwork so far. It's not up to par. And if it's not up to par for the Just Straight Up show, that's really bad, Rob. That's really bad.
Mr. Brooks is requesting to go back to his cell at this point. I'm going to deny that request. He can remain in the other courtroom.
I tell you what, though, Calvin, I will allow you to remain a member of the chat. Of course. Calvin is a wonderful, wonderful subscriber. There you go. And member. And a member. See, no, Calvin. He's also a member. He's a warrior.
Cat Whisperer.
Hi, Cat Whisperer. Yeah, he's a warrior. Calvin is a warrior. He's at warrior level.
Oh boy, I didn't know we had a warrior level.
Yeah. If you're at the warrior level of 99 cents, you get a members only stream on Tuesdays. If you join the super warrior level, you get jack shit. For $4.99, you get nothing. You get nothing. I don't even let you into members only for the 99 cents. More money you pay, the more.
I know he's muted, but I can certainly hear him from this side. He appears to be yelling.
You need to start putting your live streams when they're over, putting them into members only. On the top tier.
That's the members only content. $500. You get to see the stream I did 6 months ago. But it's also still going to be available for everyone else too.
For free on Rumble.
Yeah, you can watch it on Rumble for free over on Grumble, or Now, what you see here is Daryl Brooks is look, he's got there. Oh, Nessie came up from out of the water there. You saw Nessie. A little arm. That's where Nessie comes out of the pool there. This little Nessie arm comes out, yelling at the guard who has absolutely nothing to do with this shit.
Oh my God, imagine how annoying that must have been to sit in there with him.
Why do you think these cops look so pleasant when they're out in the courtroom? Because he's not their problem at that point in time. They're like, finally, we just get to listen to him yell at the judge and be all pissy with the judge. It's like a puppet show now. Yeah, we got a puppet show. This poor guard's being berated by Daryl Brooks. It's like he received a life sentence almost. Well, don't worry. I think Attorney Basie is gonna handle things on this end. As you can see, let's see. Let me pump forward just a little bit here. Now he's very upset, still very upset. Took his coat off now, took the coat off. All right. He's hiding behind his boxes of evidence, which aren't even necessary anymore. Hi, Jenny9, how are you? 8675 for you, Jenny9. Hi, Dragon's Gravy. I haven't said hi yet. Come on, Daryl, do stuff. Do words, Daryl. Daryl, get in the game.
And just because I think this was just well, I guess I'll have you, when we look at the verdict.
He is unmuted.
Daryl's still hiding behind his
I
box.
confirmed previously regarding the audio working, and I will just ask him a second time, sir, do you have any requests as relates to the draft packet of jury instructions, whether that be any additions, corrections?
I think Attorney Basie has a good idea.
And Your Honor, would it be possible for the bailiffs to just move the boxes off the table? So
Yes,
we
I
can
think that's fair. I'm going to advise the bailiff to remove the box so I can see Mr. Brooks. I don't know what he's doing behind there.
Julia was back at the big house again.
He has quieted down. He hasn't heard him well.
Yeah.
If you could move the second one because it can interfere with the microphone as well.
Just move them all.
Mr. Brooks, I'm going to ask you for a third time. Do you have any requests as it relates to the jury instructions? Any requests for instructions that aren't included that you believe should be included? Any edits or deletions from the packet that has been provided to you? Because I couldn't see you, sir. I've asked you twice now, and I'll ask you a third time. Do you have any requests as it relates to the jury instructions? Any additions, deletions, edits, or otherwise?
Hey, man, you don't got to talk to me like that.
Do you have any requests
First of all,
related to the jury instructions, sir?
Yeah, I got requests. It ain't like they're gonna be honored though.
As it relates to the jury instructions, sir, what are
I
your?
heard what the hell you said, man.
Mr. Brooks, that was very disrespectful.
Yeah,
That's his biggest problem, is that he has a woman judge. He hates it.
Yeah, when he was in front of the male judge, guess what did not happen? Any of this. Nothing like this happened when he was in front of the male magistrate prior to the judge. None of this happened. No. It's a woman. So that's the deal. It's no different than what we see on the other side with the Elemental P and all the anti-Helsers over there. They are very quick to attack Megan Fox or Rosalind Duke or Georgie, but they typically leave Tug and Just J Hip and Shizzy alone for the most part, and I don't know why. They come at us a little bit, but I mean, well, they say stuff about us. That was phrasing. They say stuff about us a little bit, but I don't know. They always go to the women. I don't know why. It's just how they are over there. It's what comes with being a disgusting person. But yeah, my favorite person is Mr. Happy Face Prosecutor. Oh yes. Yep. I like Basie and Witchow. And when we get to sentencing, don't worry. Daryl's going to be very nice. Sort of. Thank you, Rob. Thank you for the 2. We'll get to box fort number 2, and then we'll fast forward to our little closing arguments.
How do you get disrespected since the beginning of this whole process? So welcome to the club.
Welcome to the club.
Mr. Brooks, do you have any requests?
I'm tired of it too.
Do you have any requests as it relates to the jury instructions?
Ain't nobody understand why I'm frustrated. How you gonna sit up there and make decisions based on what you think I said when I didn't get consent for you to do any such thing?
Sir, I understand you may be upset, and I really do,
No, you
but
don't
I've made my
understand nothing.
determinations.
You don't understand nothing. You don't understand anything, Your Honor. You don't.
I'm going to mute him again because he's not answering the questions that I'm very clearly.
Rude, Volstorm, rude.
I thought it was a pretty good observation.
Go to your room, Volstorm. He's yelling to himself.
Mr. Brooks, I know the audio's turned up. I believe you can hear me. You've chosen not to put the headphones on. That's your choice. My final question to you, do you have any requests as it relates to the jury instructions?
I just told you, am I muted? Am I muted?
No.
I just told you, I don't know how many times, I can't hear everything you said.
Then you should put the headphones
What about that
on.
don't you understand? What about that don't you understand? If you see headphones, you can see everything. You can see boxes, but then you see headphones.
Have you asked for headphones to be provided, sir?
I shouldn't have to ask for them. I didn't ask for my boxes to be moved.
I believe they took them away previously because you were so agitated. They were perhaps afraid you might break
Yeah,
them.
I'm still agitated. I ain't gonna stop being agitated. That ain't gonna stop. Sit up here and do everything you're doing, and think God don't see what you're doing.
God don't see what
Oh,
you're doing.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
wow.
Mr. Brooks, do you have any requests as it relates to the jury
Yeah,
instructions?
I can hear what you're saying. I can hear what you're saying.
You just told me you didn't. So which one is
Yeah,
it?
I got the headphones on. You can't see that?
What are your requests as it relates? What are your requests as it relates to the jury instructions, sir?
Man, don't try to come with this whole little image, sir. Now it's all this sir and all this.
Wow, he's riled up.
Trying to put on this little act like you so worried about what's going on with me. You don't give a damn. Never do.
Mr. Brooks, you're being disrespectful again.
You've been being disrespectful.
You
You've
been
been being disrespectful.
I need to know what your position is regarding the jury instructions. And I need to know it now.
What you mean? Who you talking to?
you.
I'm talking to you.
Oh,
I need to know
Lord.
whether you have any requests as it relates to the jury instructions, sir.
Yeah, first of all, why am I charged with 2 bail jumpings when I was already charged in Milwaukee for the same bail jumping? That's double jeopardy.
It's not double jeopardy. Your objection is noted. It's overruled.
You bail jumped on both cases, dummy.
He built him twice and he wants double jeopardy. He ran over and killed
But
6
that's
people.
what happens when you're on bail in 2 different counties.
He's going up facing manslaughter charges times 6 and running over an additional 60 people. And he's worried about double jeopardy for bail jumping. It's so stupid. Thank you, Rob. Wait, 2 thumbs up equals it. No, they cancel each other out, Rob. No.
It's double jeopardy. How you gonna charge me with the same charge that I'm already charged with? You can't do that. The Fifth Amendment says that you can't place somebody in jeopardy of life and limb.
Oh, Lord.
I'm already charged with the same count in Milwaukee. For the same case. It's the same bail jumping charge. So how am I charged with that here?
Yeah, because you
Sir,
were
I'm
on
not gonna
bail in
provide
both
a
counties.
legal explanation other than to say I've reviewed that. Your objection is noted, but the jury will be instructed regarding the bail jumping.
It can't be because that's double jeopardy. Under
He's
the
such an
law,
idiot.
If two charges are identical,
I think they're going to let him out.
you cannot
Double
Oh,
jeopardy.
yeah.
place each
Probably. Like, by lunchtime, for
of
sure.
life and limb twice. Can't do that. The
What's
same
your next?
The same case.
I ran over 6 people, each one. I only off 6 people. Each one just canceled the other one out. That's even number of people. If it would have been odd, it would have been a different story. But it was even numbers. Therefore, it's double jeopardy. See, because they cancel each other out. and on top of that, some of them were old.
Oh, my God.
This is why, actually, I didn't pull up when they had the coroner in who goes over all the injuries. I didn't share that portion because he actually makes the argument that is it possible that some of them might have passed away because they were old.
Oh Lord.
I can't do that. You know, I can't sit there and be like, really, I can't share that jackassery on my channel. And I have my own limitations over here. And I was like, yep.
Honestly, that's usually the only part of a trial I skip.
Yeah, and also
like on any channel.
And when she went through the injuries and stuff relating to like Jackson Sparks and everything, I don't want to read that.
Yeah.
But no, it was so disgusting. But don't worry, he's also going to get at the very end of the trial, he's going to ask the judge, should the case get dismissed because not everyone was able to testify. For instance, the people that are dead, they weren't even brought in. Oh, that's true, Ketchup. He brings this up. Yeah. Like, you know, the prosecutors didn't have all the victims come in here. Not all of them. Only some of them. Didn't have all of them come in. There's some. Yeah. You killed some of them, dummy. They really can't testify. It's going to cause some problems. I mean, then everyone who's on trial for murder just gets off because their victim can't testify. That's Daryl Brooks' line of thinking here. He's an idiot. All right.
What's your next request, sir? I'm noting your objection.
I'm trying to talk. Can I get it out? You always want me to not interrupt you, but you always find a way to talk over me.
I understand your position. I'm saying it's overruled.
You always want respect. You always want respect, but don't want to give it. I'm charged with the same bail jumping charge here that I've already been charged with. That is double jeopardy. You can't charge me for the same exact bail jumping that I'm already charged with, that I was charged with before this even came about.
Sir, the bail jumping charges in Waukesha County are based upon your violating your bail while in Waukesha County by driving through the Christmas parade and allegedly killing 6 people and injuring 61 others.
Okay.
That's the distinction.
Again, there is no distinction. It's the same charge.
It's the same offense. It doesn't mean it's the same factual basis, sir.
It's the same offense. Yeah, you made the same offense twice. It's not the same. It's 2 different charges for the same offense. See, you keep creating the same offense, dummy. Hey, Rob, I hope you're well.
Yeah, how about stop calling Erica, you idiot?
Well, I'm sorry that you had an awful day at City Council yesterday. Well, hopefully we can cheer you up a little bit with some Daryl Brooks. I mean, sorry, I could pick something better to cheer you up with, but I'm trying here.
Hopefully the banner helped. Jay's new banner.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, and they can't even see it because I don't have us up there. See, they're covered. Get a little nipple coverage there. I have some insecurity. Boner Crasher, he's gonna have the police down here like, he stole my banner. I guarantee you his next stream he's gonna be like, just Jay's impersonating me. He's trying to steal all my subscribers. He's impersonating me and stealing my banner. You can thank Rugu Mama for this one. Yeah, JF is very ripped, Mr. Landfill. I'm very ripped. Yep.
Yeah, right. Anyway,
don't ask to see my nipples, though. It's not going to happen. Not today.
I made him put it up peculiar. Rogue made it.
All right, back to the shit show.
Okay.
He is not charged with bail jumping with the data violation of November 21, 21 in Milwaukee County anywhere. Further, the double jeopardy prohibition would prevent him from being convicted twice, not charged twice.
All right, so we've addressed that, sir. What other requests do you have as it relates to the jury instructions?
I want to know why I'm even charged twice with the same thing. can't charge me
Oh boy.
into a case in Milwaukee that I'm already charged with bail jumping for. I'm already charged with bail jumping for that already. So you can't essentially say, oh, well, because you were already on bail, we're gonna charge you.
It's a different data violation, sir. The conduct for the bail jumping is related to the allegation that you committed a new crime in Waukesha County while out on bond from the Milwaukee County case.
Yeah, but I'm referring to the first bail jumping count. The first. I'm not referring to both of them. I'm referring to one of them.
My understanding, sir, is different types of violations as a result of that. So I've noted your objection now repeatedly. I understand it. Your request to...
There is no jury there. They're going over jury instructions. This is actually very meaningless dribble here. I mean, nothing's actually happening here other than Daryl Brooks blowing up. That's the only reason we're actually watching it. It's because he's blowing up, and there's no jury and there's no reason for the blow up. So that's the only reason we're even watching it. Then we'll move forward to closing arguments.
Not going to have an argument. This isn't fruitful. I understand what you're saying. You're saying there shouldn't be 2 counts of bail jumping. You believe it's double jeopardy. I disagree with that. They're separate.
I'm already charged with it.
This is a circular argument, sir. It doesn't change the fact that, from my perspective, the 2 bail jumping counts are going to proceed forward. There's been sufficient evidence presented to warrant the jury being instructed. What other requests do you have, sir?
Don't talk over me. Don't talk over me. Just like you don't want me to talk over you.
Oh boy.
Mr. Brooks, what other requests do you have?
And I just asked you not to talk over me.
Gotta show the Daryl the respect. Oh yeah, you do. Show Daryl.
You've been making
Lord.
the whole time you've been over there. You had me muted.
Because you're a dickhead.
I didn't see no requests over there. I didn't write nothing to go over there. I let you do what you was doing.
Badger's late.
No matter how egregious and biased it is, I let you do what you was doing. Because we both know that what you're doing is not right.
He let her do what she was doing.
Mr. Brooks, I'm going to refocus your attention to the jury instructions. All of your objections are noted. I understand that. If you can't answer my question, I'm going to move on.
You can't. I haven't given you consent.
All right, I'm going to mute him once again. He refuses to answer simple questions regarding if he has.
Blah, blah, blah. Gang, gang. Yeah, see, if they get rid of the bail jumping charges, that is true perpetually puzzler. They would just have to let him go. There's very important things that Charles bring up here, because if there's no bail jumping, then there's no, homicide or, running over reckless endangerment of all the other people. So it all stems from the bail jumping. If he can get off the hook on that, then I think we're in a good spot. here. Okay.
Go ahead, Mr. Brooks.
Don't sit up here and try to play no game talking about you giving somebody an opportunity that you haven't gave me an opportunity to properly defend myself and put evidence, put stuff into evidence, which I've asked you repeatedly to do before we even got to this right. You told me you wasn't in the evidentiary phase.
Mr. Brooks, do you have any other requests as it relates to the jury instructions? This is probably the 10th or so time I've asked you this question.
30th.
No, it's not. So please stop being incorrect, Please stop.
Oh my
Do
god.
you have any additional requests as it relates to the jury instructions?
38 shots now.
That first count 74 bail jumping needs to be dismissed. Can't charge me with 2 days.
I first see the sun.
All right, I've made a note of that. What's the next issue?
Either one county gonna charge me with it or y'all, but it can't be both. It's the same. It's pursuant to the same exact thing that I was on bill for. The same exact thing. The same exact case.
He can't get past the bell jumping. I mean, my God. Hi, first to see the sun. How are you, my friend? Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here. He seems to be a little hung up at this point in time. A little hung up.
I'm not even able to adequately defend myself, present evidence, do anything, because everything I say is going to be found a reason for it not to be valid. What are we doing here, Your Honor? What is the
Mr. Brooks.
Yeah, we should just forget the whole
I
thing.
made a note of your request as to count 74. Do you have any other requests as it relates to the jury instructions?
Why are we even having jury instructions? Why do I have to even sit here in this courtroom at this point? Because everything you've been doing without my consent anyway. So you're gonna find a way to do this without my consent. So why do I need to be here for?
Your objection for lack of consent is noted for the record.
Okay, yeah.
Any other requests, sir?
You talking big game to save yourself another statement. But everything I bring up has no merit in your court. None.
Right. I've asked him.
See, this is the problem, though. Bye, Patty Cakes. You have a good day. Thanks for stopping by and catch us on replay. Thank you so much. This is the problem, though. And this was very true, Chop Chop. DB is over there, and this is true. Judge been talking a big game. See, that's a problem.
No merit.
No merit. Nope. Says he hasn't even seen her oath. And every time he asks a question, he ain't even seen her oath. All right?
Right?
This is a clear tacket agreement. Clear.
No oath.
Nope.
And no plaintiff. Like,
Yeah.
this whole thing is a sham.
There's, they couldn't even produce all the alleged victims because some of them they had funerals for. So he's very upset about it. I don't know. I'm starting to side with DB on this one. This is terrible, Daryl. My God, you jackass.
Many times I've advised him, and I'll advise him once again. If he fails to answer the question, I'm moving on. Do you have any other requests as it relates to the jury instructions, sir?
You can't move on because I haven't given you consent.
All right, he did not answer. So
She doesn't need your consent, dummy.
The only request that he has made as it relates to request to be taken out.
Yeah, peculiar. He's being abused, clearly.
Mr. Brooks, do you have any position on that? Which is, so jury instruction 70 has to do with the defendant proceeding pro se. The pattern instruction would be basically the first paragraph. I need the bailiffs away from his face. I need to be able to see him. He can keep them on the table, but they need to be moved off to the side. And if he does it one more time, then I will instruct the bailiffs to take the boxes away.
Oh, sorry, I have to go back.
And the other one summarize the positions of the law enforcement officers.
We missed box fort number 2. Hang on, sorry, I fast forwarded too far. We missed it. It's only up there for a second, but I don't want to miss box fort 2. See, here we go. He pulls his cart back over, and now he's gonna build box fort 2.
What a jackass.
No justice, no peace, no justice. He has a dented ego going along with his dented shoulder.
Right?
You can do it, Daryl. It's a heavy box. You can do it. All right. Back to that. Okay. Those boxes are so beat up from having to be. I'm surprised they held it together so long. I mean, look at that one. The bottom's falling out of it. The cart's falling over.
Lord.
I asked my box to be removed. Oh, look at this child. This is adorable. Gotta give him one thing. I don't recall him swearing. You know what? Actually, you're right. I don't know if I remember him swearing either.
I don't know.
That's a good point. I don't recall him swearing. That's a very good point. That's Boy,
I haven't heard him say like the F word or anything for sure.
that's a very good point. Yeah. You know what? You get. Let's see. Who said that? Brummy. You get 2 gold stars, Brummy. Brummy gets 2 gold stars. All right. 2 gold stars from Brummy. Very good point. I have not heard that either.
As far as where it goes, I'm going to just, any instructions that we add should just be in the numerical order, unless there's a other request that's made. Then the state also made a request as it relates to jury instruction 70.
I bet you Basie's going to have a problem that we can't see his face again.
Which is found on page 65. So as it relates to this, the state is asking that I simply instruct the jury based on the pattern instruction and not include that second paragraph. I had previously advised the jury with another paragraph that I was contemplating including, even if I took out that big paragraph that just said, at times Mr. Brooks has appeared from another courtroom. This must not influence your verdict in any manner. What's the state's position on including that, but taking out the paragraph you request to be taken out?
It's fine.
Mr. Brooks, do you have any position on that? Which is, so jury instruction 70 has to do with the defendant proceeding pro se. The pattern instruction would be
Mr. Brooks.
Let's to move the boxes away from his face. I need to be able to see him. He can keep them on the table, but they need to be moved off to the side. And if he does it one more time, then I will instruct the bailiffs to take the boxes away. Those are trial prep materials. If there's something in those materials related to jury instructions, he should take those out now. Otherwise, they need to be moved away from the microphones and away from blocking his face.
This poor officer.
Mr. Brooks, do you have any position on the verbiage of jury instruction 70 on page 65?
Are you my accuser?
Don't ask me no
Excuse me, I have to
questions.
answer, so I'll mute him again. It's unfortunate that he's deciding not to participate in this. I agree with the state. I don't need to highlight that second paragraph. I will take that out, but I will include in the paragraph that reads, at times, Mr. Brooks has appeared from another courtroom, period. This must not influence your verdict in any manner.
They're just moving right along. Like, dude, if you don't want to participate, this is the best we can do. This is what you get, bro. Just moving right along.
He's honestly lucky she put him in another courtroom and let him stay at all.
Well,
I've seen judges take people away, period, and not let them participate any further.
But the reason he's pissed is he asked to go back to his jail cell, and she said no. So she's forcing him over there, actually. That's why he wants to go to his jail cell. And then she said no.
I just will add that if Mr. Brooks has any position about these requests, he should, he is currently muted. He can raise his hand and I'll unmute. Otherwise, he can pass a note to the bailiff or simply tell the bailiff, who can then tell me and I can unmute him. But unless he tells me that, I'm going to assume he's made a decision not to provide further comment based upon the last statement he made to me. Then 141, I believe that's appropriate given he's not responding to the question. I believe that covers all of the issues that were raised by the parties then. You are. I'll give you one final opportunity to tell me if you have any requests as it relates to the jury instructions, sir. I understand, sir. Your objection's noted. Your lack of consent is noted.
Okay, I don't see what's going on here. So how's decisions being made without me being able to consent to it?
Sir, you forfeited your right to be present in this courtroom by your conduct, and you have not requested to come back.
Actually, you took a break. So let's make sure the record is correct. You took a 10-minute break.
I did.
At which time I was brought back into this courtroom.
I was advised you wanted to stay, sir.
Okay, and you've been forcing me to come over here from the get-go. Why couldn't you force me to come back over here where I'm supposed to be at?
Sir, my understanding is you requested to stay in the other courtroom. I thought I put that on the record at the beginning. If I did not, I'll make that part of the record now. I was advised by the bailiffs that you were requesting to stay in that courtroom. I certainly advised you prior to that if there was a time you wanted to come back in, all you needed to do was ask. You've done that previously. Yeah, but even
I'll mention this as we get ready for closing arguments, Strange Little Badger. Yes, he was competent for trial. No, I wouldn't even say he's batshit crazy sane. I would say no, he's just just an a-hole. I don't know how else to say that. He's a narcissistic a-hole. That's the best way I can say this. And no, the judge actually reads through 4 competencies that they went through prior, and that was requested by the state. Now, whether Daryl's side had a competency done as well, it wasn't submitted, which means if it wasn't favorable for Daryl Brooks' NGI claim. So therefore, that is why I believe they did not submit one, but no, the state did 4. So no, perfectly capable to stand trial.
It relates to the jury instructions. I will work on making all the changes with Madam Clerk, finalizing the order, print them off again. She has been working on the verdict forms, which are of course separate, which need to be approved by this court. So those will be printed off. A set will be provided to the state. A set will be provided to Mr. Brooks. We'll take I'll do a 90-minute lunch break. So it's 11:27. So we'll come back at 1 o'clock to finalize the verdicts and the jury instructions.
And Your Honor, with regard to sequestration of the jurors and the alternates and those issues, do you want to address those this afternoon?
Yes.
Okay.
We can do that.
Thank you.
All right, well, we're pretty much going to wrap that one up there. Let's see. I think when we come back, I believe we're only reading jury instructions. Let me see. He's back in the courtroom here. I think, let's see.
You wouldn't even listen. You talked over me repeatedly.
Was that from the other courtroom or in here? Because I've been over there all morning.
To the place that you are requesting to go back to, right?
You sent me into the other courtroom.
You're right, I did.
Right. So I've been over there all morning.
With an adequate audio and visual system connecting the 2 courtrooms.
Your equivalent is adequate, but to mine it's not. Seeing as how you always state Illinois versus Allen. You always state that. But it never refers to a 4th option that you refer to. It never refers to.
I'm not going to debate this with you. If you continue to bring up subject matter jurisdiction, Illinois
I didn't
versus
bring up
Allen,
subject
the
matter
decisions that I made
jurisdiction.
earlier,
I'm trying to figure out why I'm being
then you
held
are
in contempt.
frustrating the purposes of this
I'm
hearing
trying to
right
figure out why
now,
I'm being held
which
in
is to
contempt.
finalize the jury instruction and the verdict forms.
Your Honor, I'm merely trying to understand why when
You can see, you see the orange underneath his yellow shirt. He's wearing his orange gel shirt underneath his yellow shirt.
Wow.
Doing the same back and forth with the judge over subject matter jurisdiction, why he's getting kicked to the other room. I'm in contempt. He can't take it because the walls are closing in on Daryl.
And that's fine. I'm not
advising you
arguing
that
with you
you
about what you
continue
ruled.
to talk
I'm saying,
over
how
me.
can you do that without my
If
consent?
you continue to raise issues that I've
That's
already
a violation of my
They
civil
don't
rights.
need your consent, dummy.
Like, you keep sending me over there without my consent. Yeah, that's what we do when you act like an idiot. That's what we do.
The moment we walked in here to not be present for these proceedings, but yet
But you
still,
also won't have a dialogue with me about your understanding
because
of what that
it's my
means.
5th Amendment right. I'm exercising my rights that I reserved from the moment we walked in here this morning. You can't force that. You can't
You
force
don't
me.
have a
You can't
right
force
to
me to
act
do
like an
anything, actually.
asshole.
No, you don't, but I can make certain findings that you forfeit rights
You
that you
can't.
have based upon your
Based on
conduct.
what lawful law you're on?
I cited the law this morning. All right, I am moving
Illinois
on.
versus Allen, right?
I'm
That I
moving
can be
on.
present from another courtroom.
I need
if I
to
forfeit
discuss
my right.
instruction 315.
Your Honor,
I
I don't
believe some language
understand.
needs to be modified based upon the court's earlier ruling today.
I don't understand. I don't understand the proceedings. And I think that should be stated for the record. If I'm telling you repeatedly, Your Honor, that I don't understand, you can't force me to understand.
Oh,
That's a
Lord.
violation of my constitutional rights to try to force something upon me. That's coercion, Your Honor.
That's coercion.
Coercion.
Characterization of the proceedings this morning. While it is true that you did not provide consent, you were entirely
didn't.
uncooperative with court this
That's
morning.
because I didn't
and
understand. I'm explaining why, Your Honor.
That's coercion. I mean, seriously. He might have, Mr. Coop. I don't know. It was still up for grabs as of a week ago. So I don't know if that's happened. I haven't checked on it recently. There was just because he got transferred to a different prison. There's question about whether or not he had enough time for his appeal because all of his defense stuff wasn't there. Hi, Kitty Pants. How are you? But yeah, I am not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure he's not getting. He's not going to get an appeal. I mean, he can appeal it. I'm pretty sure that's getting turned down. Nobody wants to deal with this shit show. And plus, in his appeal, once again, after everyone did all the work for him, now he wants to represent himself again. Nobody wants to play this game. Round 2, DD. I do. Just J-Hip does over here.
Check your text, Jay.
Oh, check my text?
Yep.
From you or who?
From me.
Oh, there it is. Deny his appeal. Extension in Waukesha Parade deaths. There you go. Okay, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
When did that happen?
January 27th.
Okay, yeah, just a few weeks ago then. Yeah, I know they were reviewing it. But okay, well, thank you for sending that to me.
Yeah, I just searched it up to check.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that was denied. Yeah, I remember looking at it because I saw a thing that they were reviewing it. I just had it's been a little hot minute since I checked on it. But yeah, okay. Well, denied. There he is, prison for the rest of his life for a lifetime of essaying. Always good. Always good. Well,
Gotta love that.
Yep, gotta love that. Talk to Paint Chips about it. He enjoyed it. I mean, look, it turned him into a closeted gay. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that, but, you know, he seems to be upset about the whole situation.
Yeah, you should just embrace it.
Just embrace it. Be you, man. Be you.
Right.
I'm not trying to leave it where it was at. I'm attempting to explain myself of why I did not answer. It was because the way that you're making it seem is that I intentionally didn't want to answer, and that's not fair.
I'm moving on to instruction 315.
And I still don't understand. So how can we even proceed?
Mr. Brooks,
if I'm telling you I don't
understand what that I'm asking you to do?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Mr. Brooks, please stop.
And for the record, I don't consent to being called that name.
You clearly hear me, sir.
Oh, not again.
Hearing and understanding is two different things.
I know you can hear me, sir. I'm asking
Hearing
you
and
to
understanding
stop
is two different
interrupting
things.
me.
I'm not trying to interrupt you, but you're gonna at some point you're gonna ask me my opinion of what's going on, and then when I tell you I don't understand, it's going to be taken as me trying to delay or trying to do this.
His opinion?
I will explain why I'm bringing up instruction 315.
And I'm not going to understand your explanation.
Well, you can't say that if you haven't.
Did you try to do this before lunch?
But I need to clarify something because 315, which is the instruction that has it's titled "Defend."
I'm not going to understand. We can't say that and ask the question. Yeah, I can. Don't understand. But but I'm clearly telling you I'm not going to understand. Tommy. Imagine being a cellmate with this jackass.
Oh my god, it must be a nightmare.
He's sitting over there going, would you hear that name from Dare Brooks? would you
Don't call me that name.
You ever met the state of Wisconsin?
I don't consent to being called that name.
I tell you what.
I wonder if he says that every time that the guards call him for check.
Yeah, it's even funnier. His last cellmate, they let him out early because of abuse. It was abusive punishment there. They let him out early, right? Because they were like, you spent 1 year with Durham Brooks. You can just go.
Yeah, we're gonna let you out 3 years early.
like you've done. They even asked other inmates, like, if you want to get out of prison early, you can do 1 year with Daryl Brooks, and we will take 8 years off of your sentence. And a lot of them haven't been like, nope, I'm just where I'm at. they turned down that offer.
Oh man.
Oh, that's so funny. Elects not to testify. I had it in there. However, that instruction should really only be given if requested by the defendant. There's been no request made. And obviously this court made a finding that he forfeited his right to testify. And absent Mr. Brooks requesting that instruction to be in, I believe it would not be proper for this court to include 315 in the instructions to the jury. Does the state have any position on that?
Your Honor, I did look at the notes that are associated with instruction 315, and I would agree.
Mr. Brooks, do you have any position on whether this court should include instruction 315
you don't understand.
In the jury instructions to the jury?
I don't even understand what 315 jury instruction is.
It's entitled Defendant Elects Not to Testify. I'll read it for you. It's my notes, meaning my materials, my jury instruction book says to be given only if requested by a defendant, and it reads as follows. This is the actual language of the instruction. A defendant in a criminal case has the absolute constitutional right not to testify. The defendant's decision not to testify must not be considered by you in any way and must not influence your verdict in any manner. So my question is, do you want this instruction read or modified in any way?
You just said I got a constitutional right not to testify or to testify. I didn't make either one of those decisions, so I don't understand.
The jury instruction is typically read when a defendant does not testify. In every other case that I've had, the decision on whether to testify was a decision made by the defendant personally. In this case, the court found that you forfeited your right to testify based upon your conduct. That is the ruling I made this morning.
How did I make that decision, though? I didn't
question to
say
you
yes
is,
or no.
do you want the jury instructed that your silence must not be considered by them in any way and must not influence their verdict in any manner?
What do you mean my silence? My Fifth Amendment right?
Correct. I'm not hearing a request from you to have the jury
Because
given
I
this
don't
instruction.
understand why you're asking me the question, Your Honor. I never decided to or not to testify. I
I
never decided
understand
either
that,
way.
sir. I understand that.
So how can I answer that? I don't understand. I don't understand.
We are now at the moment where we are discussing whether the jury should receive an instruction specifically on you not testifying, irrespective of the reason for that. I believe I could modify this instruction to simply say a defendant's silence or a defendant not testifying should not be considered by the jury in any way and must not influence their verdict in any manner. Are you making such a request for a modified instruction?
I don't understand the question because I never decided to or not to testify.
I understand. I understand what you're saying, sir. I really do. But in light of the court's decision that you forfeited your right to testify,
How did I forfeit
do you
something I
want
never
the
said?
jury to be instructed something to the effect of they cannot use your silence, meaning they cannot use you not testifying against you in any way?
I don't understand because I never made a decision not to. Or
They
to
should
testify.
start using those electric ankle zappers.
If he actually had them on, but he doesn't.
I know. I know.
He lied about that throughout the whole damn trial. He's just going to do the same thing over and over and over and over again until the judge finally gets tired of him. Hang on. I don't think we get to closing arguments today. He gets moved over to the other courtroom again. Let me see if he comes back at all. I think she's just reading through jury instructions here. There's really not a lot.
Put on notice of that here today, sir. With that, I think I've addressed all of the issues the state has asked me to address. Oh, one other issue, verdict timing. I know we have some time on this. I realize.
So we will move on, and we will go over and do. We will move on here, and we'll go to closing arguments here. Let's see. I gotta find it here. I didn't have that preloaded. Let's see. 14. Let's see. I want the whole thing. There we go. It's 11 hours. And when I say 11 hours, I mean 11 hours of fun, excitement.
Right, Peculiar? I know she deserved one.
You know what's funny? She ran for some other position after this. She didn't get it. There was some missed messages on her after this because I believe she had a similar situation where she had given somebody bond who also went out and did something terrible as well. Not as terrible as this, but some sort of a similar deal happened, but she did not win whatever she was going for, some sort of higher court, I don't know, federal court, I don't know. I can't remember. When is this trial over? It's already over, Ro. It says trial rewatch in the thing here, Ro. We did this one, all right. I got probably about 3 more streams of this to do. I got this one. I think. I mean your coverage. I don't want you talking about my coverage, Rogue. All right, I'm already trying to hide my damn nipples up here because of you. All right, stop talking about my coverage. Bitch. So rude is terrible. Probably about 3 more streams I have because we're going to get to the sentencing, of course, his final statements, and we're going to do closing arguments here. I'll probably watch a little bit of the victim impact statements. I don't know if I'm going to go through them all. I don't like to do a bunch of sad stuff over here, but at the same time, I want to let them have their piece as well, so we'll play some of them, I'm sure. And then we'll highlight a few things that we might have missed. Actually, I want to pull something up that actually you guys might enjoy. Give me 1 second here. Let me pull up the one thing we missed. Scroll down here. I'll find it. Just check it and find it. Here we go. Oh, yeah. We want to do this. We can mute that. Hang on. Let me remove this. Let me pull this one up instead here. This is what the jury saw when they went over to actually view the vehicle. Okay, this is the actual footage here. 1 second here. I'll take us off the stage. Let me click on this one here. There's really no volume here. So this is what the jury saw when they went over there. They blocked everything off, so it looks like they're just in a garage, or holding room, not at the actual jail cell or at the or the celly port, as they call it. You can see the bullet hole shot right there through. There's several of them, but you see one there. Then you see the damaged mirror. There's side view mirror. Then there's the front of the vehicle, of course.
Wow, man, that's insane.
Mm-hmm. You see the bullet shot coming through the window on the other side, came all the way through. There's the other front of the car. This is what the jury walked around and saw when they were there. The other side view mirror has completely fallen off. But yeah, this is the actual vehicle. Now the jury does do a walk around of the entire vehicle in this trial. They have to take a pause for a day to go and actually do this. So if you wanted to see that, that is. I thought that would be a good thing to pull up here. Well, palate cleanser. That's not a palate cleanser. That wasn't what I was expecting. Sorry, but no, I thought I would share that is what they saw. The jury actually went over and walked around the entire vehicle and got a close-up look at everything. So yeah, we kind of blew past that because there was this huge back and forth over it that went on for 4 hours, I think, just over viewing this vehicle. And I was like, I'll just show the vehicle when we get to that time, so we'll get to that. Here we go here. Let's see, I pulled everything up on screen, right? Okay, I did. Okay.
All right. I don't believe there's any other preliminary issues we need to address other than an advisement I will have for Mr. Brooks. But let me turn to the parties and ask if there's anything preliminary to this phase of the trial, which is the jury instructions, the verdicts, and closing arguments from the state. All right. Anything else from you, sir?
Yes, there is.
Of course.
Yesterday, I stressed to the court numerous times about me not understanding the proceedings, and essentially how decisions are being made on my behalf without my understanding or giving consent.
Yep, sucks.
The court made various rulings yesterday and made findings and ultimately made some determinations. I stand behind the record that was made. I'm not going to explain it further.
So a lot of those decisions were made when I was not present in the courtroom. I was in the other courtroom, correct?
That's true, sir.
Yep.
Is that correct?
The record will indicate when those were made and where you were.
I can't see the record though. How am I supposed to know what the record will reflect?
Sir, the decisions were made yesterday. I'm not revisiting them today.
They need to be revisited, and it also needs to be talked about. Subject matter jurisdiction that has yet to be.
Oh boy!
Really? You're gonna go back to the subject matter jurisdiction, really? You're gonna go back to SMJ. Here we go. And he's like, I can't see the record. He wants like a scrolling record up there. It'll be like chats on YouTube. He just wants scrolling record going across. Oh, you moronic jackass! I like you, but I hate you.
Be proven for the record. I'm still trying to understand, Your Honor, how you made a judicial determination on my behalf, which I did not give consent to, to, as you say, I forfeited my right to testify, which I never did. I never said I wanted to. I never said I didn't want to, but that decision was made for me. Also, the decision for the defense to rest its case was made for me, which I did not consent to, nor did I say I was ready to rest, or nor did I say I was ready to rest. I'm trying to understand how all these decisions are being made without my consent, without me waiving any rights. I'm not understanding how, because none of my answers were unresponsive. I just didn't answer the way that Your Honor wanted me to answer. But I stressed yesterday, if I don't understand something, how am I supposed to answer a question that I don't understand fundamentally?
Figure it out.
It's not me saying yes or no, and it's not me saying, okay, I want to waive this or that right. And I'm not trying to make an argument with you in any way. I'm just seeking to understand how these decisions are made. If I'm letting the court know and I'm putting the court on notice, hey, I don't understand this or I don't understand that.
They can't fix you from being
stupid. Otherwise, I'm prepared to address each one of those.
Yeah. There was a mention of if there is a conviction in this matter, there is a mention of sentencing, which I'm assuming there'll be some type of
We have to finish the trial first, Daryl.
If the conviction on my half, people would definitely want to address the court. There'll be a lot of affairs that need to be put in order, obviously on my side. If it pleases the court, if there is a conviction in this matter, I would like the sentencing to not be so quick. I'm asking if it pleases the court for the sentencing to be held off into a later time, not.
Yeah, you'll be fine, Daryl. Don't worry. They're going to give you a couple weeks to, get all your...
Because you're going to, like, bail out or something?
Well, he wants time to get all of his family and friends who can come support him and speak on his behalf there.
I know, I'm just joking, because this
no.
is stupid to even be talking about this right now.
He makes it very clear, though, that there are people that are going to want to travel from other states to speak in his defense. They'll be traveling, probably 15 to 20 people. Is my guess. This is what he comes up with, right? 15 to 20 people. I'm going to paint it as a serious moment. My serious moment, I think a lot of this was to keep himself in court and out of the cell for as long as possible. Yeah, I mean, he's in jail. This keeps him out of prison. Any day in jail is going to be better than a day in prison. All right, so, yes.
Well, you actually get more privileges in prison than you do in jail.
Well, but the longer he can delay, he doesn't want to get put in anywhere that anyone else is, right? He's all by himself. If he's around anyone else, he knows he's going to get his ass whooped. All right, he knows this ahead of time. That's what if he could, any day he can delay that from happening because he is a sissy. All right, that's why he beats up women. All right,
mm-hmm. That's true.
That's what he is trying to avoid, is holding off as long as possible, the ass whoopings he's going to be taking. And we see this because he gets his teeth knocked out. All right, he's been essayed at least once. They had to move him to another prison because things were so bad for him in the first prison. Yeah. He's having a good time. One would
probably won't be the last time.
Yep, won't be. Fridays, normally that's on Fridays, so it's paint chips, but for paint chips, it was 3 times a day, 7 days a week. But sometimes they gave him a break on Sunday. It was just twice. Thank you, Ray. I don't know that for a fact. That's according to Prison Bee. That's according to Prison
Bee. It was just twice.
Just twice on Sundays. Just twice on Sundays.
It is the day of the Lord.
Yeah. As they say, it's a day of rest. So. They gave him the afternoons to rest. It was nice. Well, and then of course on Sundays is also the day of revenge prawn. So they had other things to do besides just paint chips. They also wanted to watch their revenge prawn because they all.
Well, for Ray, that's every day, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, he's a big churchgoer.
Yeah. From my understanding, that's true.
Yeah. Paint chips just calls it a party. Yeah.
He's a devout Christian.
A bad day in court is better than a good day in jail. Yep, that's true. I wonder if we're going to get to...
I'm going to take it by what you're telling me that I need to do. If I needed to make anything request-wise or anything that I needed to present to the court, it has to be in writing.
Uh-huh.
You told me to do that. I did it. You also brought up when I asked numerous times before when would I have a chance to present things into evidence? You told me we were not at the evidentiary phase of the trial yet.
Yep.
So I took that as saying, okay, well, at some point I will have the opportunity to place things into evidence that need to be put in evidence for the record. So I'm not understanding how a decision can be made for me to actually forfeit being able to put things into the record that need to be placed into the record. All these things are things that, quite frankly, allow me to put on a defense.
Yeah, he couldn't even put on a defense, really. Talking an open, air-conditioned, clean area, not jail versus prison. Yeah, he's... And I've seen pictures of his jail cell, even. I'm not saying he was in a good situation there either, but he wasn't around other people, at least. So, you win some, you lose some. I'll pull up some of those pics maybe on our next stream, where we can get actual inside pictures of his jail cell, because they did have to go toss his cell. Not his cell, it is a cell. His cell. Thank you, Rob. I'm kind of like a harmonica specialist now.
Totally.
I'm quitting my actual job and I'm gonna go do harmonica-ing.
That's a great idea.
I don't know what they call it. Is that what they call it? Harmonica-ing?
Probably not.
Harmonica-ing?
Probably not.
Are those in the record?
Mr. Brooks, I'm no
I'm
longer
just
going to
seeking to
talk about
understand.
this.
I'm just seeking to understand.
Mr. Brooks, I cannot explain procedure or
The
evidence
filings that
or
I
the
filed.
rulings or
I'm
the
asking a
law
question,
to
Your Honor.
you.
I'm merely asking a question. The filings that I presented to Your Honor.
Any filings
for
with
the
this
court.
court are in the court record. That does not mean they're evidence, sir. And I told you
That's
that
not what I'm
previously.
asking. I'm asking, are the filings part of the record? The filings that were filed in timestamp, that were notarized, that I presented to the court. All the filings. The appearance bonds, the statement of particulars, the notice of special appearance, the court docket sheet, your oath of office, everything that I tried to present into the record. How am I not able to make them part of the record?
So they were filed because you presented them to the court during the course of this case. Anything that was not offered as an exhibit and received during the evidentiary phase is not evidence in this trial.
That's what I attempted to do, and you told me that I couldn't. You told me,
Mr. Brooks, I am bringing this jury
Your Honor,
out.
with
Listen
all
to me.
respect, you told me that we were not at the evidence. When I said I have exhibits as well, I have stuff that I want to put into the record. I even asked, I said,
Mr.
may I
Brooks,
give an offer into evidence?
I'm going to stop
these
you
things.
once again. I'm not going to have this discussion and debate. The evidentiary phase of this trial is closed.
It
We
should
are
not
now
be,
at the
Your Honor.
jury. I understand your lack of consent. Your
So
objection
when would I
is
be able to
noted
put?
for the
When
record.
would I be able to put vital information into the record, which I haven't had the opportunity to do?
That opportunity has closed for you, sir.
So you're saying basically you're prejudicing my defense by me not being able to present things into evidence, offer into evidence, filings in important paperwork and documents.
Mr. Brooks, and you
How am I
forfeited
not?
your right to do that by your conduct yesterday, and I stand behind that decision.
I
I'm going to
asked
do the
before
following,
yesterday,
sir.
Your Honor.
I'm going
I
to
asked
do the
this before
following.
yesterday.
You have not honored my request to you that you cease debating me on prior
I'm not
rulings
trying
of
to
the
debate.
court.
I'm trying to understand why my due process is being violated.
Mr. Brooks, the record speaks for itself.
No, the record
I'm
does
going
not.
to take
It
a
does not.
5-minute recess. When I come back out, the jury will also be coming out. I'm advising you there will be no multiple opportunities where I give you to conform your conduct to the rules of decorum.
Well, then just hold me in contempt, then, Your Honor.
You are
Hold me in
hereby
contempt, because
advised
I didn't even. I'm trying to
that
seek
if
to
you
understand.
start talking about subject matter jurisdiction or any of these other
It
issues,
needs to be addressed,
or
Your Honor.
in any way
We're not talking
interrupt
about subject matter jurisdiction. We're
reading of
talking
the jury
about
instructions,
why my due process
I
has
will
been violated.
excuse the jury and you will be removed
Your
to
Honor,
the other courtroom.
we're talking about the 14th Amendment,
Right,
section
I'm
1.
taking a 5-minute break. We are
Your Honor, I don't
When
agree
come
to a
back out, the
estoppel.
jury
I
will
don't
be
agree to
coming.
a estoppel, Your Honor.
No stopple. No stopple.
What the hell?
He doesn't want to stopple. No.
What is that?
Harmonicist. Oh, a harmonicist. That sounds like I'm anti-harmonica. They call me no ist over here. No. That sounds terrible, Mama Beverly. That's no. Hey, buffed old man is here. The guy is like a dog on a bone. Yeah, you know. He's a rough one. You know. Hey, look who's here. David Rottentotten's here. Hi, David Rottentotten. And David Green is here. I banned him yesterday, of course, but he's here. And James Francis is here. James Francis has 2 first names. Look at that, James Francis. That was nice. I don't know where I was going with that one, but anyways, let's go forward. Now, they're actually going to read through jury instructions. Ketchup, did you want to watch that portion?
I don't know, whatever the chat wants to do.
Guys, do you want to watch jury instructions? I can do that. Here we go. We'll just do jury instructions. That's what you guys want.
Guilty of count 1, you must answer the following question, yes or no. Did the defendant commit the crime of first-degree intentional homicide while using a dangerous weapon? If you are satisfied beyond a reasonable doubt that both elements...
Is it just her reading the whole time, or is there any more crazy?
No, it's just her reading.
If you are not
Well,
satisfied,
then we don't have to watch that part, do we?
If you find the defendant guilty of count 2, you must answer the following question, yes or no.
It was a joke. Do you guys want to go through 5 hours of her reading jury instructions? Keep in mind, there are 170 pages of jury instructions.
Oh, yeah, no. Let's fast forward through that.
Hey, bear in mind, look here. She's still reading jury instructions. And still. You know what happens to Ketchup? Normally, when you kill 6 people and run over an additional 62. And, you've battered your ex and there's bell jumping and all these other things. It takes a while to get through jury instructions. This is the thing.
Right.
That does take a little bit of time. Let's see here. I don't even think he gets to stay for closing arguments. I think he has to leave.
Excerpt from the bench that was provided to you yesterday. It has the purpose of the closing arguments is to summarize the facts, marshal arguments, focus the issues for the jury. I just talked about the order of the arguments. The scope of the arguments, or the content, duration, and form of argument are within the court's discretion. That's why I set a time limit of 1 hour for the parties.
I have nothing better to do. Happy was very
I will advise you that I certainly will wait and see how you present your argument today. I will certainly wait to see if there are any objections raised. I also want you to be aware that if I feel the arguments are improper, I may simply, without an objection, say, please move on, as a clear indication from this court that what you are stating is not proper under the...
My Beverly is calling me a harmonicist. Oh, yeah, that's what she's calling me, a harmonicist. Not nice, not nice. I like harmonicas.
Oh, go ahead. Looks like Attorney Upper has some issues she wants to raise.
Yes, I just have one question, Your Honor. Would I have permission to put the easel up and display some of the poster boards? I did confer with Captain Dussault as far as security is concerned, and he agreed to it if the court would give me that authority.
Where would it be displayed?
He's going to put it like right here, and then you want me standing at this table during...
I do.
Yes, so I would just position it like right.
All right, Mr. Brooks, I'm putting you on notice that if you... All right, Mr. Brooks, the
His
request
face.
to display those to the jury is denied. It's not relevant.
How's it not relevant? Not even your
That's my
oath of office?
determination, sir, so I am going to start this.
Not even your oath of office can be shown?
No, that is not relevant to these proceedings, sir.
It is.
It's not relevant in front of the jury.
Why is it not relevant? Can you
Mr. Brooks,
explain
you
why
are not
that's not
going to be
relevant?
able to raise those types of issues and present a closing argument based upon my oath of office, whether I'm licensed to practice law in the state of Wisconsin,
I said your oath
whether
of
there's
office.
subject
I didn't
matter
say anything.
jurisdiction, whether you consent to this appearance or not. None of those things help the jury determine the issues in this case, which are related to whether you are guilty or not guilty of the 76 charges that have
The jury
filed
should
in
know
this
that
case.
they should know the truth and their duties and their rights. They should.
I'm not ready for the trial to be over. What's next? Well, that's been fun. I don't know. I got a couple things tossed up. I haven't decided yet. I think we're going to do a quick one though, and that's what's the actress name? Ketchup. We were just talking about her. Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh yeah.
I think because that's only like a 2-dayer, I think, at best, maybe 3. But I think we're going to do a quick Gwyneth Paltrow. That was a really fun one. The opposing side was, well, they were stupid. It was funny. It was funny. Thank you, Aspen. Thank you for the 2. And if you want, we can start this one over. You want to start this one over, Chop Chop, because Aspen's not ready for it.
No, I think once is enough.
Okay, get one. Yeah, just once is enough. Oh, wait, Stephen Bear said play it again. Yeah, I watched that one with Legal Vices, too. That was a funny one. Did Jay go visit Daryl in prison? We need an interview. He's not taking interviews, actually. I did reach out, even when he was a part of my legal team, when I was fighting off lips.
You could write him a letter, though, Jay.
Well, the only thing he gave me in that situation to add to my motions was grounds, and that's it. Thank you, Aspen.
Well, you could write him a letter and ask him how he feels about his appeal being denied.
Yeah, I'll be like, you know what? You should have hired a per se lawyer like Just Dre Hip. I'm pretty good.
There you go.
3-0. But,
know that at least.
Mr. Brooks, I'm putting you on notice that if you continue with this insistence upon presenting information that's not properly before the jury as evidence in this case, that I will instruct you during your closing argument to move on and potentially have the jury leave so that I can admonish you. And if you keep insisting on that, sir, that will be in direct violation of the court's direction.
So they can't even know that I got a shock device on my ankles?
They absolutely do not need to know that.
Why
It's
not?
not relevant to the determinations of guilt or innocence in this
It's the
case.
truth.
Mr. Brooks, your custodial status is not on trial here.
I would argue that it
Your
is.
conduct on November 21st of 2021 is
That
what's
hasn't
on
been
trial.
proven.
You may not bring up the way that you've been shackled. It's not relevant, sir.
It's
And if
the
you
truth.
do so, you do it at your peril. But here's the
There
thing:
is
the
no
jury
peril.
is specifically.
It's my right,
no,
though.
let me go. Okay.
It's my constitutional right. Just like under the First Amendment, which I preserved my First Amendment right when I came in this morning, I also preserved my Sixth Amendment right.
Please stop. You do not have an unfettered First Amendment right. That is very clear based upon.
What do you mean by unfettered? What do you mean by unfettered?
It is not absolute. It can be restricted.
So the Constitution of the United States can be constricted.
Right, Mr. Brooks, I'm putting you on notice that if you continue with your insistence on raising issues that are.
I'm going to.
She said restricted. No, he's going constricted. What are you talking about?
Jesus.
This dummy is not getting it. He's freaking out because he's still going over subject matter jurisdiction, and he wants the jury to know that he's wearing shock devices. She's like, well, you can say that if you want. It's at your own peril, I guess. It's not true, and also that would be hearsay.
That's why I'm trying to address this before they come out, so it doesn't become an issue once they're in here. But under the First Amendment and under the Sixth Amendment of the Constitution, which are rights that I preserved the moment we stepped in here this morning when this proceedings started, I preserved those rights for the record. And now you're telling me that those rights are not, would you say unfettered or I don't know what you say. I don't even know what that means. I don't even understand that. But any law repugnant of the United States Constitution is null and void.
They're repugnant?
Mr. Brooks, I'm putting you on notice that you can also forfeit by your conduct the right to present a closing argument. In appropriate circumstances, the right to present a closing argument, no different than the right to testify, may be subject to forfeiture where your conduct is incompatible with the assertion of the right at issue. The goals that this
the laws are repugnant, and now apparently they've got feathers on them, unfeathered, unfluttered. I don't even know what you're saying. They have preservatives on them. This is terrible.
This court, not only through the course of the trial, is deemed with the responsibility to control the presentation of evidence so as to ensure fairness and reliability of arguments that I am guided by from my judicial bench book and all of the cases that are referenced therein.
I bet you it's going to get spicy.
So you are put on notice, sir, that even without an objection, this court may, in an effort to preserve the dignity of the decorum and to keep the issues properly before the jury, may advise you during your closing argument to move on. If you do not honor the court's rulings, then you will run the risk of forfeiting your right to be present and potentially forfeiting your right to further present your closing argument. With that, I am bringing this jury out to complete the instructions that I need to complete, to add to the credibility instruction, the paragraph on implicit bias, and to let them know the full instructions that they receive will have it, to read 160 closing arguments of the parties, and then to have the state go first as they bear the burden of proof.
Now, Your Honor, I'll just let you make your record. I didn't overtalk you. I didn't interrupt you. Is that fair to say? I'll let you make the record.
Hello.
With all due respect, when will I be able to make the record? As I've tried to do numerous times by saying I wanted to present an offer of proof for my appeal. That's the chance for me to be able to make the record.
You know, denying your request to make an offer of proof regarding your appeal. It's so not. I'm not allowed to make the record at all, Your Honor. Sir.
I'm not allowed to make the record at all.
We're done.
As I just let you did because some of the issues
has been. You have told me what you want to do. I told you you can't. I've addressed the request.
Some of the issues have been me over talking you and interrupting you. I did not do that. Even though everything that you said, you have not proven for the record, and it's unlawful law. You haven't shown one time
you did not do that. That's crazy.
As far as your ruling.
Once again, I'm not going to debate with you the prior rulings of this court. There's absolutely no need at this point for you to make an offer of proof regarding my prior rulings or decisions that you disagree with.
Your Honor,
you will have an opportunity, if convicted, to raise every issue.
I have constitutional rights that are being trampled on. Up with ways to make a lawful law where it doesn't say in Illinois versus Allen anywhere about utilizing.
Records reflect that the jury bailiff is in here. However, the jury is still in the hallway. I'm going to give Mr. Brooks one more opportunity to be respectful of the court's rulings, whether he agrees with them or not.
I haven't dishonored the court. I'm merely exercising my rights under the Constitution, under the First Amendment, and under the Sixth Amendment.
Mr. Brooks, your rights do not include you disrupting these proceedings
the way
that you have through the course of 3
weeks. You just told me you don't have to honor my constitutional rights in so many words.
Mr. Brooks, the jury is outside this door. They're not brought in yet. I'm informed
that the jury is outside the door.
To be respectful of their time.
They're not in the courtroom. They're not present.
I'm asking you to be respectful of the court's ruling.
They're not present. These are issues that need to be resolved before they're present.
Mr. Brooks, they will not be resolved to your satisfaction.
It's not about my satisfaction. It's about the Constitution. It's about what's right. Are you going to answer questions as a public servant, or while you're making up laws that are not in the Illinois versus Allen? They never utilized the mute button. They never said anything about a mute button.
Mr. Brooks has absolutely no intention of following the simple rules of decorum and courtesy. He's repeatedly talked over me. He's repeatedly interrupted. Even though I made rulings, he's not respectful of the fact that I made a ruling, even though he disagrees with it. I attempted to bring the jury out, and he continued to talk. So, Mr. Brooks, you have forfeited your right to be present for the state's closing argument. You will be taken to the courtroom next door. I will invite you back over when it's time for your closing argument.
You can't invite me back over. I can reclaim my right So how can you invite me
All
to
right,
do
the
anything?
courtroom is to be cleared so that Mr. Brooks can be removed to the next courtroom, and I'll make appropriate findings when he's in the other
Yeah,
courtroom when I
and
can
you'll
do so
mute me, which you
without
can't lawfully do.
interrupting.
You can't lawfully mute me. So now you're trampling over my first.
Oh no, his rights are being trampled on. And oh look, Rick Friend is late. Late.
I don't know. I think this is totally helping his defense.
This is looking good. Hey, by the way, I want to thank Daryl Brooks, by the way, actually. Because of all of this, the crowd that's watching, the people in the spectator seats, you could call them, the audience, some might say, they actually are getting a lot of exercise because they get to go out and come back in and go out. Hey, look, and Juliet's back in jail too. Juliet and Rick Friend is late and gay. All right, Rick Friend is late and gay. Juliet, I'll bail you out. Sorry, Rick. I should say that. That's a Mercada thing. That's a Mercada thing, not just a hip thing. Nope. We'll get to closing arguments here. I'm only doing the prosecution side. They're an hour long. Otherwise, we'd be here for 2 hours. And then on the next one, we're going to end with Daryl Brooks, and then we'll go to sentencing of Daryl Brooks. It'll be good times. He gives us a good speech. Yeah, be good one. Let me see.
Even if he disagrees with it. So with that, thank you, everyone. Please be seated.
All right, so the jury's here. I got to step away for just a second here.
So can they see him on a TV screen?
Yes, they can see.
Like the jury can see him on a TV screen in the courtroom, or just the judge? Oh, okay.
They can see him as well. They can see him, and he can see the jury as well. Stephen Farr is back. Had to leave for a meeting about bins. That
sounds exciting.
That sounds like the most amazing meeting ever. Can we get the answer of what you guys conclude? To use the bins, bigger bins, smaller bins?
Yeah. Did you get a good deal on the bins?
Yeah. Did you decide to go with bags instead of bins, boxes? Let us know. Very important. Is this the part where he starts taking off his clothes? No, we passed that, Happy. That was at the beginning. He took off his clothes.
Oh yeah, when he got a boo-boo on his pinky finger.
Yeah. Well, he had a bruise on his bruised elbow, dented shoulder. I mean, this guy's been through it all over here. Hey, Goosebump's here. Hi, Goosebump. How are you? Okay, hang on. I'm going to go ahead and let this go. She's going to start off. I like Hopper. She does a good job in this. Let me see where we want it. I'm going to go to 125 speed. I'll probably speed it up a little bit later on, but let me get her going. I'm going to go grab some ice and stuff, but I'll be right back. Can you hold down the fort, Ketchup?
Yeah.
Okay, not that you really have to. I mean, I'm going to hit the play button, but
yeah, no, it's good.
All right, thanks. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, when I read the jury instruction to you previously regarding credibility, I had a prior version of the jury instruction. Now, what I read to you at the very beginning of this case was the most recent. I am going to read a short paragraph, but also tell you that in the packet that will be sent with the jurors to the jury deliberation room, it will have the complete instruction, and it's instruction number 300, And this is what I want you to know about credibility. In your determination of credibility, you must avoid any and all bias based on the witness's race, national origin, religion, age, ability, gender identity, sexual orientation, education, income level, or any other personal characteristic. Consider carefully the closing arguments of the parties, but their arguments and conclusions and opinions are not evidence. Draw your own conclusions from the evidence and decide upon your verdict according to the evidence under the instructions given you by the court. With that, I will ask Attorney Opper to start with her closing argument. Go ahead.
And Jennifer, if you please turn on the PowerPoint. Yes.
Oh, hold on one second. Mr. Brooks, do you have an objection?
I thought I was supposed to be unmuted.
You are now. All right. Attorney Opper, you may start.
Thank you, Judge. Good afternoon, everybody. kind of nice to stand here in the middle of the courtroom, all week or the last 3 weeks. They shoved me at the end of the table because I'm the lefty in the group. It's nice to be able to look at you all and say thank you. Truly thank you. Each and every one of you. I want to express our sincere gratitude from the prosecution team, myself, Deputy District Attorney Leslie Basie, Assistant District Attorney Zach Witchow. There's no one in this courtroom that does not realize the sacrifice that you've made serving your community in this very important task. You've put your lives on hold. I don't even want to hear from your bosses. Thank you. You've watched these proceedings and you've noticed as we sit at our prosecution table, we don't have a client at our table. But rest assured, we do represent someone. We represent the people of the state of Wisconsin. It's an entity. I can't bring it to the courtroom. People enact laws. People want to feel safe. People have representatives in Madison or Washington, D.C. that set standards, rules that we all are expected to live by. And when those rules are violated, prosecutors step in and enforce the law. Darrell Brooks does not represent anybody. He does not have a client. Darrell Brooks is the client. Darrell Brooks is the defendant. The state of Wisconsin is the plaintiff. It's really that simple. And it's consistent with any other criminal case you've ever heard about at any other time in any other jurisdiction. It runs the same, no matter what state or federal. I'm going to ask you for your guilty vote at the end of my comments. It's up to you. I can't tell you to do anything, except I'm going to say one thing to you that I wholeheartedly ask you to obey.
Attorney Hopper, I'm sorry for the interruption. Your objection, sir?
Mischaracterization of who I am and the way it was said. I feel like it was talking down.
All right, your objection's noted. It's overruled. The statement continue.
You must
What kind of objection was that?
Not consider anything about Darrell Brooks other than his conduct in downtown Waukesha on the evening of November 21, 2021. Nothing he's done before that.
You called it, babe.
When you go back to that deliberation room, please obey Judge Doro. Confine your comments to his conduct on November 21 of 21. Is he guilty of the 76 counts that he's been charged with? That and solely that should be your topic of discussion. So, what are the charges against Darrell Brooks? Thank you for your patience in listening to the jury instructions. They must be read for each and every count. But sadly, they can be summarized very quickly like this as far as the actual counts. Counts 1 through 6.
It would be funny if the judge had signs that she could just hold up to answer him.
Counts 7 through 67, first degree recklessly endangering safety while armed with a dangerous weapon. Counts 68 through 74, hit and run causing death. Counts 75 and 76, bail jumping, and count 77, battery.
Whoa.
Mr. Brooks, what is your objection?
I have 76 charges, not 77. Mischaracterization of the charges.
That is correct. It is sustained. It should be count 68 through 73, I believe, and then 74 through 75, and then 76.
Thank you, Your Honor. I do apologize for my math skills. 68 through 73, 74 and 75 are bail jumping, and 76 is battery. I apologize for that mistake. We're going to talk about counts 1 through 67 in detail. Counts.
Good point, Cheryl. You nailed it.
Yeah.
I'll mention one thing. This is kind of funny because Opera says, she's like, we went through this kind of backwards with presenting their evidence. And what she meant by that was in terms of the charges, not the events. All right. So this confused me the first time too. I'm like, what do you mean? You started at the beginning, went to the end. But if you notice, the charges at the end start with like the domestic violence and stuff like that and move towards the running over. So that's what she means. I was confused by what the hell she was talking about too. And then I was like, oh yeah, it was charges 76 through count 1. That's what they went through backwards. But no, it confused me a little bit on that. But no, good point, Daryl. Only 76 charges, not 77. Let's make sure it's very clear to the jury now, because now the jury's like, oh, wow, sounds innocent to me.
Right, Paramount?
Yes, I'm the true victim here. I need to go on my loud. Let me go, by the way. Did I even mention let me go?
Yeah, like they totally should have gotten out of the way.
Yeah, that was
I was beeped my horn a couple times. I mean, geez.
Yeah, that's on them. I can't be. You know what's funny? I was watching Jay Prince for President with Antoine the other night, and he's like, Jay Prince makes the argument. He's like, no, he was swerving through the crowd, trying to avoid him. And one of the other, Quentin, who's on the show, goes, looked to me like he was going for the high score.
Right?
Oh, I might play a clip of that next time too with Jay Prince. That was the black guy sitting behind Daryl for half the trial, and who lost his channel over him being stupid. I mean, you're looking at Antoine. I can't remember his last name. Who's got, I believe, 1.8 million subscribers, who is boosting this guy. And he's like, I'm giving a platform to you to boost you up, and you're choosing this guy. That's your ride or die, is Daryl Brooks. And no, he lost his channel over this because he's like, I'm done with you, dude. And then everyone left his ass, but he was so jaded in his belief and his hate in his heart for actually just for white people and even women in general, in my opinion, that no, he lost his channel over it because he decided to go sit behind Daryl Brooks. And the things he said were so egregious. I can't believe they even let him go on that show as long as they did and just go off. And that's why he doesn't have a channel anymore. He could have, he had the backing of a very huge YouTuber, and he lost it all because he wanted to stand up for Daryl Brooks for some odd reason. It's crazy. But anyways, I digress.
68 through 73, hit and run causing death, in my opinion, are easily summarized as this. He never stopped. Never. Bail jumping, he was out on bail for 2 files in Milwaukee County, facing felony charges there. He was ordered to not commit any further crimes.
Double jeopardy.
If you believe he was involved in any of the conduct charging counts 1 through 67, you should find him guilty of bail jumping. Battery, that relates to the split lip and black eye suffered by Erica Peterson.
Anderson, you missed that.
We told the story kind of backwards. We started with the battery for background. First degree intentional homicide. You've seen this in our opening statement. You've heard it from Judge Dorrell. Did Daryl Brooks cause the death of the victim, a victim? Did he act with intent to kill, meaning either the mental purpose to take the life of another or was aware that his conduct was practically certain to cause the death of another human being? Count 1, Ginny Sorensen. Count 2, Lee Owen. Count 3, Tamara Durand.
Oh, I got.
Count 4, Jane Kulik. Count 5, Bill Hoskell. Count 6, Jackson Sparks. Those are the individuals who lost their lives because of the conduct of Daryl Brooks. From there, we go to reckless endangering safety. What is that? In this case, it means that through his reckless driving, he endangered the safety of other people.
Yes, signs. Don't plant them, Daryl. Don't plant the signs. Just hold them up. That's funny. That's funny.
I wish the judge had signs so when he held up his objection, she could just hold up overruled.
Yes, I heard that. That was funny. Jane Ketchup, thanks for sharing this case. Glad justice was served. Yeah, this case is being shared probably right now on, I don't know, 15 other channels because everyone. It's a fun trial to rewatch. And I know JQM9 is rewatching it. Carrie Kuchers is rewatching it. There's a lot of channels out there doing a rewatch on it, as am I. And a lot of channels have done rewatches on it multiple times. I'm only doing it once because I'll move on to other things at some point. But I want to finish up. And then once I get through the sentencing, I'm going to go back to just a few clips and pointers to show a little back and forth, or a little why Daryl did what he did when it comes to his defense, things like that. I'll get to some other fun stuff. We're going to hit the meat and potatoes here at the end, and then we'll just we'll bring up some scraps at the very close of our coverage, and then we'll move on probably to Gwyneth Paltrow. And then I was thinking maybe we might do the Slender Man killing. That was.
I want to do the Cardi B one. That one looks spicy.
Oh, we could take a look at Cardi B. Yeah, we could take a look.
It's not that long.
Okay, yeah, we'll take a look at that. We'll do Gwyneth Paltrow and Cardi B, and then I might do Slender Man happened right up here too, where no one actually, nobody died. The girl survived, thank God. And then the one girl, one's out already, and the other one went to a mental facility and escaped. And then was recently captured again, now back in prison again. So, yeah, one's not making the best decisions. Well, as one can imagine.
And he did so demonstrating utter disregard for human life. Now, behind me is State's Exhibit 15. It's also on the PowerPoint. If you choose, you may have this chart with you in the deliberation room to help you walk through each of these counts if you find it helpful. It's up to you. If you don't want it, you don't have to have it. But it will be available for you if you ask for it. And it'll take you, as we did in our presentation of the case, right down Main Street and address all the counts that were involved. All the counts that were charged. To prove reckless endangering safety, and I'm just going to go back one slide.
It actually, to answer Krusty Witch or Cow, as I guess Mom Bearly.
Oh no! Don't
Mom
start that.
Mom calls you. So the thing is, Cow, with this one, I may not cover the whole case. We might just cover the funny part. Like the funny part is when the prosecuting team or whatever asked Gwyneth Paltrow to come out and act out the events. Like, if we could just have you come down and act things out with us. The judge is like, yeah, we're not putting on like a whole show here. No, we're not gonna have the defendant come down and act and replay it live action with you. All right, we're not doing that. And then one of the other people's like, on the defense team or the prosecution team was like, well, hang on, I could come up and reenact it with her. And you're like, no, we're not putting on a skit.
Jesus.
It was so funny and also so awkward at the same time. It was adorable. Oh, they look like the biggest dumb fucks in the history of the world, even suggesting such a thing. I'm sorry. I digress.
Nowhere do you see there that we have to prove any degree of injury to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Never once did Judge Doe instruct you that somebody has to be physically injured. Now, Detective Casey told you that was the standard we use in deciding of all these hundreds of thousands of people who is included in these charges. And a decision was made by the prosecution team to include people who were physically injured to be efficient in our prosecution. And so everybody up and down the street, I would argue, had their safety endangered that day. Mm-hmm. I didn't charge 5,000 counts.
That's right.
We selected 61 counts of people that we can identify by name in Exhibit 15 that were injured by the conduct of Mr. Brooks. Those are the people in green. People in red are the fatalities. And we presented this case to you in much the same fashion that is presented here on Exhibit 15 as to how the injuries occurred going down that street. So we are absolutely held to our burden of proof and the elements for each offense that Judge Doro instructed you on, but we are not required to prove any injury to anybody.
Hey,
The
Sir
question is,
Caustic.
was there safety endangered by his reckless conduct, his reckless driving? Now, some of the groups, it's pretty easy. They walked in a formation, and you can get a photograph or a diagram, and you can kind of see pretty easily who was located where, right? And you can think back to the videos that you've seen for each of these groups and remember, and you'll see them again, the path of the vehicle as it went through each of these groups. This is South Band, of course. All of these names that are being displayed on the PowerPoint Exhibit 21 are on Exhibit 15 in green for Waukesha South Band.
We all are.
Pretty much the whole left half of the formation was endangered by the safety of Darrell Brooks driving up the side of that band. The Extreme Dance Team. It's a little difficult to read, but again, this chart was marked as an exhibit. It's exhibit number 33. If you want it, you can have it in the jury room. The names on this chart will match the names for the Extreme Dance Team on State's Exhibit 15. All of the girls that were struck and injured as they marched with the Extreme Dance Team, plus some people on the back that were handing out candy or serving in support roles.
Maybe you should speed it up a little. How long is the closing arguments? An hour?
An hour.
Exhibit 54.
Down to
the formation that they marched in. Who was located where? Your recollection of how that.
I was just wondering how long each side had.
Yeah, we're only going to do the prosecution side, so we've got about 30, 40 minutes. He'll have a couple objections here that are kind of funny. So
now,
that's why
one of the big things in this case has always been, why did this happen? What was he thinking? Why did he do this? Again, those are things I don't necessarily have to prove to you. His intent, I do have to prove, and I submit without any doubt. There's overwhelming evidence that this was an intentional act by Darrell Brooks and an act of utter disregard for human life. I say that for these reasons, folks. Number one, first and foremost, just stop driving.
Yep.
That's it. It's really that simple. Not one person had to be hurt that day if he would have just stopped driving.
Excuse me, can we offer your objection, sir?
You specifically, I'm sorry, can I be heard?
Your objection, sir?
I didn't know if I was on mute or not.
You're not?
You specifically said in your jury instructions that intent cannot be, you can't look into someone's mind, I think is what it says, define intent. So how could that be characterized as someone knowing for sure intent or not knowing for sure intent?
You're making an argument. You'll have an opportunity to do that later. Your objection's noted. It's overruled. The state may continue.
I apologize.
We showed you at the very beginning. Remember, our first witness was Sergeant Warner.
He doesn't
like
like
was
that.
the incident commander for the parade. We put up another map. I think it states Exhibit 1. You can have that if you want it. Shows all the positions of all the police officers and the reserve officers, the barricades, the squad cars. How do I know it was intentional? Because even Darrell Brooks told Detective Carpenter, I could tell something was going on downtown. No reasonable person would drive upon this area, see the squads with their red and blues on, see the officers in the street with their bright yellow vests, see all the people milling around, see the floats lining up and the participants getting ready, and not know to drive safely, slowly, and obey officers. The barricades help us prove it was intentional. The police presence help us prove it's intentional. The parade participants help us prove it's intentional. And the parade spectators help us prove it's intentional.
Excuse me, can we offer your objection, sir?
Speculation as to what the alleged defendant said he saw. If it was never,
Your objection's noted. It's overruled. This is closing arguments, not the evidentiary phase. Go ahead,
so
Attorney Opera.
how can speculation be made to what was saw? If
Your
that was never
objection's noted.
testified to?
It's overruled. Continue, Attorney Opera.
Honking the horn. Quite interesting that Mr. Brooks asked so many witnesses if they heard the horn honking. Some of them said they did at the beginning of the parade. Yeah, I heard a horn honk. Most of them said they didn't. The horn honking cuts both ways, folks. If he's honking his horn, that means he can see something's in front of him.
See you, Kirsty.
That means he knows there's an object in the road.
Have a good
You
day.
can rely on your common experience in your affairs of everyday life. If you see something in the road and you want to alert the other person to your presence, you will honk. But You do not have the green light to then just keep going if they don't move.
See, Mama Bear Leah called Krusty a cow, and then she bells on the show. See? Look what you did, Mama Bear Leah. I don't know if you're still around, Mama Bear Leah, but look what you did. That's on
you. You did it too, Jay.
That's
saying.
called, that's intent. That's intent, Mama Bear Leah. That was intent. You can't prove intent, but no, I just did. I proved intent. So, thank you.
He knew they were there. Intent.
He proved intent with his own horn.
Going back to my street number 15, I failed to include the Catholic community. That's just one of the photographs showing the people that will match up to Exhibit 15 from the Catholic community of Waukesha. There's a lot of photographs identifying the people that were marching with that group. The parade started. This is the starting point, or at least near the beginning, right? This is the area. We showed some videos of the groups passing by in this area. We heard testimony from 4 different police officers standing in 4 different spots near here, telling of their 4 different efforts to stop him. Intentional. Sergeant Wanders back here testified that this red SUV blew by me. I waved both arms over my head. I'm in a police uniform. I have an unmarked squad, but I have my red and blues on. And he blew past me. He gets down here to the corner where Detective Casey is standing. Detective Casey runs out into the street, gets close enough to put his hand on the hood of the car. He keeps going. He comes down, turns onto Main Street, gets in this area of East Avenue to the south and Buckley Street to the north. This is where he encounters Officer Schneider and Officer Buttrin. They each make a separate effort to stop him, and he keeps going. 4 police officers. It's intentional. He had plenty of opportunity to just stop anywhere along the way. One of the officers testified to it. I think it was Officer Schneider. This was an accident, and he mistakenly wandered onto the parade route after passing all this. And he mistakenly wandered onto the parade route. At any point, all he had to do was stop. They could have paused the parade. They could have moved the barricades and escorted him out. He didn't. It was intentional. He went on for 4 blocks. 4 blocks. It was intentional.
Yeah, at least Daryl Brooks has a laminated sign. Yeah, screw you, Lynette. The court was nice enough to laminate his sign for him. You guys are Timu Daryl Brooks over there. You can't even get a laminated sign. It's so funny. Kitty Pants, you're on fire today. You're on fire today. That was funny. I know that costs money. They didn't want to take away from the tortoises. Yeah, and his is printed. Yeah, the court did a good job on his sign. They should have had the court make their signs for them. We need a bunch of signs that say Jimmy has.
Yes.
Those dumb idiots. Oh, don't forget, if you haven't already, I know there's 116 people here. Do tickle that like button for just your hip. I would appreciate it. And don't forget, at the top of the chat, I do have a link up there to go over to Clayton. If you would like to help a young kid out, just give him a sub. Watch a video, give him a nice comment, tell him to keep up the good work. I would appreciate it. I know Rosalind's trying to do the same. We do want to promote this young kid who was, let's just say, pretty much swatted by LMNOP and John Crook. So, yeah, I don't stand behind that. I think it's one of the most objectionable things I've ever seen in my life. What they did. Don't leave anything over there related to case or LMNOP or what the hell's. No. This is just about going over, giving a sub, being nice, giving a like, and just saying hi. It's always nice to do for a 12-year-old kid who had no need to be a part of any of this crap. This was all on LMNOP and on John Crook. They're cowards and they're terrible, terrible people. And so, no, I'll promote any kid who was treated that bad and that poorly. And so, I mean, it was neglect. No.
There's just no reason for it.
Yes, there was no reason to do it other than spite and hate. All right. That's the reason they did it, out of spite and hate. And that's why they did it. And so, no. I can't stand for it. To me, that's one of the most egregious things I've seen by these people. And they've done a lot of bad things. That's the worst thing I've seen, in my opinion. It could have got somebody hurt. It was reckless. I've never seen anything more reckless. And I'll say it over and over again on every stream I do, because it was the most careless, reckless thing I've ever freaking seen in my life. But I'll continue with this. But, well, actually, this was pretty careless and reckless, too. But this here is a completely different story. And, yes, you're right. He's a kid. And they know who he is. And how did they describe him to the police? There's another.
He said there was another guy there with his face covered up.
Yeah, there's another guy there with a mask on. All right, so she describes it as there are pew-pews going off, and now there's a guy over there with a mask on. I mean, making it sound even more terrible. All right, so the police come rolling in, and she's driving into this hot zone. I'm sorry. It's going to take me a long time to get past this.
Yeah, because on the video, it was very clear that he was a kid. You could tell, comparing him to Travis, that it was a kid, not another adult.
It was, I mean, I'm sorry. I've seen a lot of terrible things in my life. It's going to take me a while to move past this. I'll probably bring this up on every show I do for the next 2 weeks until I get past this, because it was the most terrible thing I've ever seen them do, other than attempting to sell babies. Yeah. Well, you saw that, right?
Attempting to sell babies?
Yeah, she's selling babies over there on her show over there. Elemental P is.
Oh boy.
Well, no, she put up a bunch of pictures of purse and this and that, cowhides, naked baby. Picture of cowhide, purses. Yeah, apparently she's also selling babies over there. Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she did that. I'm not going to share it, no, but that's what she did, because apparently Elemental P is now selling babies on her site. Okay, that seems like a good idea. I thought that was called trafficking, but I mean, I'll probably walk away from that one, Elemental P.
Just saying.
Probably start showing naked pictures of babies on your, Facebook. But you do you, kid. You do you. That's a new one. Yeah, you're right, Peculiar. Total disregard for the kid. And yes, that kid's dad should pay him a visit. No doubt. That is garbage. Actually, the police should be paying them a visit for what they did. Actually, the police should be looking into what happened, and they should be getting, visited for swatting, because that's garbage. All right, but that's what you can expect out of garbage people. All right, they're trash. They're trash people, and we're paying for them to live. We are, because they can't support themselves. They're garbage. All right, back to this.
Well, and I mean, if they don't start doing something about it, she's just going to keep abusing calling the police like she has. I mean, who do you know that you've ever heard of before that calls the police that many times in a month? Or, I mean, it's crazy.
It's the sickest shit I've ever come across. Now, I've seen this person do terrible things, but that was the worst thing I've ever seen out of this thing, I think. I don't know. Paint Chips has done some
Well, the death threats haven't been that great either.
Yeah,
or the defamatory signs, that was pretty bad. But at least that didn't put anybody's life in danger.
Yeah, Paint Chip's dad's filing, Richard A. Luthman Sr., who's also a disgusting piece of shit. Everything that Richard puts out is a disgusting piece of shit. No, they're all terrible, terrible people. They have that in common. But no, that was pretty awful. So I'll always continue on supporting. You're not even supporting, just pushing this kid's channel. Do your own thing, kid. Do your thing. But you know what? Just know that people are behind you, even though he doesn't even know that he was swatted. He's a kid. He's doing his own thing. We know what happened. All right. And that's not what I'm pushing. I'm pushing. Well, I know she took the photo down. I know she took it down. Facebook removed the photo. Well, I would hope so. Yeah. Start throwing up a bunch of naked photos of kids that you're selling.
Good Lord.
Now, she didn't have a price tag on the kid, so I don't know if that was an auctionable item, but she had price tags on all the other ones. Just not on the baby that was alleged. So I don't know. That might have been an auctionable. We'll have to check out Whatnot on that one.
Oh, no.
I didn't do it. She did. Leave me out of it. I didn't do shit. She did it. But no, I will always go out and promote something for a good cause, especially some freaking kid who had nothing to do with anything and just, was throwing a firecracker. Jesus shit. All right, back to this. Back to this other piece of shit, because Op is doing a great job and she's whooping some ass over here and taking some names.
He reached speeds of approximately 30 miles an hour. That's intentional. He plowed through 68 different people. 68. How can you hit one and keep going? How can you hit two and keep going? How can you hit three and keep going? Didn't phase him a bit. He kept going until he got to the end, and there was no more bodies to hit. It's intentional.
Mischaracterization of the evidence.
Jesus, Daryl.
His conduct when he left the parade route. We'll get into this. His flight, his hiding, his panic, his desperation to run. Get the hell out of town as fast as he could before the cops came. That shows his intent. His interview with Detective Carpenter, we spent several hours playing you snippets of that interview. How telling was that? Never once did he say any of these things. Never once did he say, like he told you in his opening statement, it wasn't an accident. It wasn't intentional. Never said that to Detective Carpenter. No, he came up with some convoluted story about, I got a ride out here from a buddy in a tan Kia, and then I left to go meet Erica, and we got into a fight, and then I went back, and the other guy got into a fight, and he was leaving, so I took off on foot. Absolutely nonsensical story. Does not match up with the known evidence in this case.
His lawyer does suck.
He does.
He never
I
stopped.
didn't even state the objection.
This is an argument. She may continue.
I'm going to play this slide, which is a snippet from State's Exhibit number 53. Go ahead and play with sound, please. That was just a snippet that I selected because I thought it really captured the environment that so many witnesses tried to explain to you, right? It's a Christmas parade. People are there with their families, their little kids, their grandkids, their neighbors, their friends, strangers, standing next to strangers. That's what's going on Main Street. While that's going on Main Street, this is going on. Remember this? This is the gas station on the corner of Barstow and North Street. While the units are marching down Main Street, entertaining the crowd, Daryl Brooks is driving recklessly. He's enraged, and he's arguing with Erica Patterson. Why is this important? This is important because before he even gets to the parade route, this is how he's driving. He drives the wrong way down North Street and then acts like it's everybody else's fault in the world.
Your objection is noted. It's overruled. You may continue.
That's true.
When he finally pulls into the gas station, he rolls down his window and yells at the driver who's properly stopped at the stoplight that it's somehow that guy's fault that Daryl Brooks is trying to drive the wrong way down North Street. Mm-hmm. And from there, the rage continues. We get to this point, State's Exhibit number 3. Please play. The video is playing. You can see the pushing match between Daryl Brooks, Corey Runkle, Erica Patterson, and Nick Kirby. Watch this. He turns to get in the car, flips up his hood, and goes and gets in the passenger seat. I'm sorry, driver's seat.
How long are we going to mischaracterize testimony?
Sir's argument. I've heard nothing improper. Your objection is noted. It's overruled. You may continue, Attorney Offer.
Thank you.
They need to know they can nullify.
That's it. He drives off onto the parade route. From this moment, right here on Exhibit 15, you're watching it. He's enraged. He's angry. Flips up that hood, and he zooms past Sergeant Warner, past Officer Casey, onto the parade route. Now, there's no doubt, for the first 2 blocks, he does not strike anyone. And as we've discussed, some even said he was driving at a reasonable speed initially. By the time he gets past Officer Buttrin and Officer Schneider in this area here of East Avenue, past East Avenue, and clearly once he gets past Barstow, that's where it starts, right? That's where it starts. Nicole White, our first victim, walking with Remax and a hot air balloon. Knocks her over, keeps going, runs up and over the backs of Waukesha South Band, hits the green children spectating on the sidewalk, keeps going, runs over Kelly Grabo and her daughter Adelia, walking with Burris Logistics, keeps going, plows through the entire extreme dance team just before the 5 points, keeps going, hits Deborah.
Adelia is an interesting story. I might actually pull that, not today, pull up her story a little bit. She was really injured, bad. So I might pull up a little bit info on Adelia when we get time. But no, Adelia is a very sad story between her and her mom. But no, she had some major injuries that she had to overcome. So I believe, if I remember correctly, I think I donated over to Adelia's GoFundMe as well, of course. But yeah, no, she had she was seriously injured in this. So
Beers and her son Isaac spectating on the south side of the street, keeps going, clears the 5 points area, hits Jane Kulik square on, causing her to go up on the hood of the car, and then fall off and drives over her body. Yep. He doesn't stop. He keeps going. Runs through the kids over by the steaming cup. We heard the parents testify about little Brinley and Kelsey and Owen that were standing there outside the steaming cup. They were struck by the red SUV, driven by Daryl Brooks. Keeps going. Plows through the grannies in that zigzag fashion, striking most of them, injuring them, killing them. Keeps going. Gets down here to the end and goes through the Catholic community. The witness, remember Holly Berg, she testified about that mobile gas station incident. She said she was standing down here in this area. She said, I saw 15 to 20 people fly in the air. They look like bowling pins. And when she saw the video, she's absolutely right. It's a terrible description when you think these are human beings, but that's exactly what it looked like. When does the intent exist? Doesn't have to be even for a second. I'm not telling you who set out that morning to cause this carnage. But when he became enraged back here, he didn't give a damn who or what was in his way.
Yes, Kelly.
He intentionally went on. I'll show you. Motive. I don't know why he did this. Folks, I don't know why. Other than the rage. He's right. You cannot read minds. Neither can I. But the law doesn't require you to. The law gives you a way to reach a conclusion as to what is somebody thinking. And it's right here. Decide it based on his acts, words, and statements, and from all of the facts and circumstances. I've already been through many of them. I want to show you what I mean. Look at this. Was there room for him to get out? This is way back at the beginning. This is Officer Buttrin's squad video. Way back at the beginning. That's Buckley Street here that you're looking at. Look at those barricades. Look at the sparse crowd. And there's Officer Schneider in her yellow fluorescent vest on the left side of the picture, about to run into the street and stop him. Intent. I'm going to play this video for you because, folks, for me, this is where it becomes crystal clear. You watch this video.
Well, answer that question. Why is he letting her talk uninterrupted? He can waive his objection sign all he wants. The judge is going to decide whether or not it's proper for him to even have an objection. So there are times where he's waving his sign over there, and she's like, I've heard nothing to be objectionable here, so I'm not going to pause. All right, so that's why the judge is going to make those decisions at this point in time. Okay.
Well, and it's not really a thing. You're not really supposed to object unless it's really bad during opening and closing arguments.
Yeah, I mean, that the prosecutors will object because he wants to go over jury nullification, which is not a thing that you're supposed to bring up. It's been ruled on by the Supreme Court. But, of course, Daryl Brooks can't let that one go. And eventually, Opper does some very smart things. We'll get there. We'll get there with his closing argument at some point, or on the next stream. We'll finish up with her. Now, we're not showing any videos here, okay? But I'll let you guys listen to them. I want to go down. We only have 16 minutes left of this, and I'm going to go to real speed. I think, wait, hang on. Let me see if we got 16 minutes. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to go to regular speed because this is important, and I hope you guys don't hate me for it, but I'm going to go to regular speed because the audience and the
first thing you're going to see if you direct your attention to the left side of the screen is you're going to see him hit Nicole White, knock her to the ground and keep going. Now, if that was the end of the story, you may sit here and say, Madam DA, I don't know how you conclude intent from that. Maybe it was an accident. Maybe he didn't mean to do it. But watch what happens in this video after he knocks Nicole White down and tell me this does not prove intent. Please play. Keep watching the left side of your screen.
Oh my God. Oh my fucking God.
That's intent, folks. No reasonable person is going to come across a group of teenagers playing band instruments, drive over them, and keep going. That's a still shot of the same thing. That's intent.
Sorry to interrupt your objection, sir.
How can you tell the jury what they supposed to think?
Proper
Oh my
argument.
God.
Your objection's noted. It's overruled. You may
I
continue.
would argue that it's,
Attorney Hopper.
I would say that it's improper, and I move
Mr.
for a
Brooks, I made
mistrial.
my ruling. I'm going to mute you if you don't follow the rules.
Shut your ass, Daryl.
Exhibit 152.
Shut your ass. I would move that as
Clearly
improper.
intentional conduct. Clearly intentional conduct. State's Exhibit 93. We asked the court to take time to have you go look at this.
I want to point this out here. This is just for you folks. This was in trial. This is a headband of one of the girls dancing in the parade. Headband ended up around the side view mirror of the vehicle after he ran them over. Okay, just pointing this out. Okay, we'll continue. My bad. I just wanted to show that this is in real time. I don't know if we caught this when we were doing our trial watch, but it was illuminated.
Yeah, I showed it a couple times.
Okay,
It's terrible.
Just want to make sure if anyone missed it, how terrible this was.
Car in person, because it's remarkably amazing that this damage was caused by human beings. That's intent. This is an excerpt from State's Exhibit 154. Maybe a little hard to see. A lot of that laying in the front part of this photo are shoes. Remember what Dr. Didritsky said about the shoes and the feet, the scuff marks on the toes and the ankles? Look at all the shoes laying in the street.
I don't think
This
that's
is the area at the end when he
paramount.
ran through the Catholic community. All the shoes laying there because of the velocity. Remember, the medical examiner talked
I
about
agree,
the velocity.
Paramount.
It's not just the speed, it's the velocity. power that these people were knocked right out of their shoes. That's intent. The flight.
What I wanted to point out, though, you know, we're talking about shoes and people get knocked out of their shoes. We're not talking about flip-flops here. This is winter time. This is November. It's cold as shit. All right? We're talking about shoes. We're not talking about flip-flops. We're not talking about Crocs. All right? Shoes. All right? They were knocked out of their shoes. I have to point that out because I don't want people to think like, you know, there's a bunch of
Yeah, it was very cold and windy that day.
Very cold. Very cold. Very windy. Good point, Ketchup. Good point, Chop Chop.
The hiding. Changing his appearance. He had to go through.
We didn't get to this. This is where Joe Brooks was hiding. He hopped into the backyard of a home near Ryder. All right, there's his sweatshirt right there that he took off in a playhouse. He was hiding in a playhouse, all right, looking for anywhere to go to hide. This is where he's changing his appearance, taking off his sweatshirt, goes to the red t-shirt that he has on underneath, all right, ties up his hair, all right. This is where we're at here. Yes, he's hiding in a playhouse, appropriately, because he's a child, but a stupid one at best. But no, in his childlike brain, this is where he is. I have a story 67. I remember that day, my skirt. Yeah, I remember too. This is a trial I followed like no other. Yeah, I remember too.
Some effort,
too,
right?
unfortunately.
Called up in this
Ketchup
playhouse,
there.
ditched his sweatshirt.
I mean, it was so bad. I mean, Ketchup used to hang out with Daryl Brooks. She lived there.
Never.
Oh, my bad.
Daryl Brooks didn't live near me.
I don't.
How dare you? Hey,
My bad.
Yamaha.
Hi, Yamaha. My bad. No. That was a misstatement. Just a misstatement. Kitty Pants says me too. Oh, Kitty used to hang out with Daryl Brooks too. Okay. Oh, wait.
You were there too, Kitty?
Or did you also know Daryl Brooks like Ketchup did?
I did not know Daryl Brooks.
I'm kidding.
How dare you?
Ketchup's gonna rage quit. No.
Yes, I will leave. Say it again and I'm out.
I hit the wrong button. Ruined my own damn joke again. Yeah, you suck. You suck. Tell better jokes. I remember that day. My skirt. Apparently Yamaha banker wears skirts.
Hey, Rick Reed.
Hey, if you wear skirts, you should go talk to Paint Chips. He's a closeted gay. So allegedly. What a sissy. He wants nothing to do with just Champ and Shizzy no more. It's horrible. It's horrible.
And his sandal, the other sandal, seems pretty reasonable. He dropped it when he was jumping over a fence.
Green Bay Packer. That was his Green Bay Packer sandal that's ironically blue and a Milwaukee Brewer sandal. How things have changed, Daryl. Here's Daryl coming through the yard. Here, let's watch this.
Please play.
Excuse me.
Intent. What's he running from? What's he running from if he's just a lost guy with no ride back to Milwaukee? What's he running from as there's cops, sirens wailing in the background?
I know, Paramount.
I can tell you this, Paramount. He would have been in some serious. He would have been put down like a dog if he would have tried to come in my house like he was trying to go in other people's.
I bet you. Would you have?
Because we were ready. Our doorbell was loaded. We were ready.
Would you have dented his shoulder?
Oh, we would have dented more than a shoulder. I assure you.
Ketchup admits she dented his shoulder. It's all Ketchup's fault. She
And I'd do it again.
she gave him dented shoulder in the most peaceful takedown of a perp ever. Shoulder, like literally the most gentle of all takedowns of a perp, and well, apparently you get a dented shoulder out of it, and he had bruises on his knees and his legs, and it was terrible. It's terrible. Terrible what happened to Daryl.
Mm-hmm.
State's Exhibit number 130. Put that up here quickly. Thank you.
David
Rotten Titan.
I'm not going to go through this whole thing, folks. Suffice it to say, after Officer Skolton tried to stop the threat at that intersection at the top, Wisconsin Avenue, and he blew through the barricades there and drove south on West Avenue over to Prospect Court, cutting through the yards and ditching the vehicle on Maple. Heard all the testimony about the commotion on Maple. The eyewitness testimony from Officer Sailors, off-duty police officer who saw this, saw the defendant, Daryl Brooks. He identified him for you in this court. Get out and run from this car. And how we tracked him through the neighborhood. And again, the desperation, whether he had to ask or use veiled threats like, I won't hurt you, but I need your phone. He was absolutely desperate to get out of there until he took refuge in the home of Daniel Ryder. Now, remember the interesting thing, folks, none of these witnesses in this area knew anything about what happened at the parade. None of them were there. None of them were there. So some of them tried to help, some of them didn't. Daniel Ryder did, and it's actually probably a really good thing that he took him in, because.
And you can see Lauren Knighty doing a good job. This was 5 years ago. Lauren Knighty here in the background doing a good job. Good job. That is Lauren.
He's been there the whole trial every day.
And just wanted to point this out one more time. Lauren Knighty doing a good job over there. Good job, Lauren.
It stalled, right? It stalled them from keep running. Kept them in one place until the cops could close in and get there. Now, Mr. Brooks repeatedly asked witnesses who had just watched their loved ones.
Thank you, Suzanne Winter. This Satan from hell is the only one wearing those slippers. Last piece of proof I needed to prove beyond a shadow of doubt he is in fact sad. He could be. It's possible. I would agree. Reincarnated, possibly. But yes, I will just say for sure, definitely terrible, horrible human being. And I'm glad he's in prison. And I'm praying for his next wonderful essay and tooth getting knocked out. Yes, I will every single day and night. Every day. Yes. Thank you, Susan. Thank you for the time. Screenshot that, Marla Huge. Screenshot that. If you watch members only, if you know, you don't know. Thank you, Suzanne. Much love.
Get struck by this SUV if they happen to catch a license plate. State's Exhibit 150. There's the front license plate. Definitely a little blurry, but definitely you can make it out. State's Exhibit 151. There's the rear plate. State's Exhibit 175. There's Daryl Brooks in his music video with the same car and the same license plate.
That's Marcus.
That's the key to the Ford that was found in Daryl Brooks' pocket. There's no doubt Daryl Brooks is the person responsible for this. Because this man in this picture is the same as this man in this picture.
This is good.
Wearing this sweatshirt And again, it's a little hard to see, but you can ask for these exhibits in the jury room if you want. The photograph, you can see this design on the front of the sweatshirt if you look close enough.
She got it wrong.
This is a sweatshirt from the playset that has Daryl Brooks' DNA on it, according to the crime lab.
Oh, that's a problem, Daryl.
That's Daryl Brooks driving off into the parade. That's Daryl Brooks driving.
She got it wrong, though. This is out. She said license plate. It's a license place. Clearly, he's innocent at this point. Gang. He's very innocent at this point.
Just ask him. He'll tell you.
Just ask him. He'll tell you. I like in his closing arguments, not in closing arguments, actually his sentencing, where he gets a chance to talk in his defense, and he says, I'm not going to throw no shots. I'm going to take the high road. I'm like, you should have done that in the parade, but instead you took the parade road. You didn't take the high road there. That would have avoided this tragedy. Maybe not mention roads when in your sentencing speech, dummy.
Oh my God.
No, we'll get there. Trust me, it also involves buggy cereal.
In the parade. That's Daryl Brooks driving in the parade. That is also Daryl Brooks driving in the parade. And so is that. And he kept asking people about the tints on the window. Well, guess what, folks? You don't need to see the tints on the window when the windows are rolled down. And there's clearly one person in that vehicle in every one of these photos. And it's that man. And it's that man. And it's that man. Daryl Edward Brooks Jr., date of birth 2/21/1982, on his identification card issued by the state of Wisconsin.
She nailed it.
In all capital letters, Daryl Edward Brooks Jr. This was in his pocket when they arrested him. So this entire shenanigans that he's presented to you through his questioning of witnesses about, I'm not Daryl Brooks and that's my name and I don't know who that is and I don't consent to being called that name. It's just nothing but a distraction. It's Daryl Brooks.
Mm-hmm.
It's the man who drove through the Waukesha Christmas parade and killed people, injured people, endangered the safety of people.
I'm sorry. Your objection, sir?
Your Honor, with all due respect, I would appreciate the quote unquote language what does she mean by shenanigans and this and that and the third?
Oh boy.
Sir, you're.
What's she mean by shenanigans and this and that and the third? Chop. No, I want to be honest with you. If you were, in a little bit of trouble with the law, would you hire Daryl Brooks to?
Definitely not. That's a hard no for me.
Why she said things like shenanigans and this, that, and the third. Gang. Oh, damn it. You know what's funny? Over on the anti-health ecosystem of felons, frauds, freaks, and fools, they still don't get the gang thing, right? They understand that Guapo said gang in one of his things, like, you do you, bro, gang, and then I immediately went to, and my brain rewinded to Daryl Brooks. I was like, gang, and I played the video, and gang was invented. All right. The dummies don't understand. They'll never understand where gang came from. They just think it's like a Guapo thing, but they don't understand the relationship between Daryl Brooks and Guano. they never get the joke is the thing, because stupid dumb Tammy's always reading comments or the chat, not watching the show. And by the way, chat's probably funnier than watching the show anyways, but at the same time she's never getting the point that we connected Guano to Daryl Brooks, because gang, and it is super funny and it's super awesome, and that's what we do over here. See, we start trends. We do lips. We do Doritos. We make stuff, right? We do stuff. All right.
We're funny over here.
Yeah, we're funny over here. We have canine cop Gayoff. All right. We got Leatherface and Slofer, and we this Volmit. See, we do all the things. I mean, there was a time when Volmit used to just be Darth Touch, and see, we changed it. We changed the trajectory. We said, no, he's not going to be Dark Touch anymore. He's going to be Volmit. We do stuff here. We're doers. Hi, itty bitty. How are you?
Hey, itty bitty.
Objection noted. It's overruled. The state may continue.
Well, can she tone that back? Because if that was me,
Tone that back.
Mr. Brooks, your objection is noted. It's overruled. These are closing arguments. There's nothing improper. It's noted. It's overruled. She may continue.
I just wanted to be fair.
You'll have an opportunity to respond, sir. Please let her finish.
So I can rebuttal.
What a dummy!
You can rebuttal.
Yeah, it's called your closing argument, idiot. God, this guy.
Thanks for not sugarcoating scumbags for the compassion for the victims of scumbags instead of harmonica. Can I have my throat tune? It makes me smile. You can have one of those. I can do that. Let me see. No. Hang on. I think we're right there. I think, yeah, that do it for you, Kitty Pants? Thank you for the 10. Hey, we're only one away from a giveaway.
That's great news.
Quite frankly, on a Daryl Brooks stream, but nonetheless. She does her massive Sunday night show. 0. Yeah. It's a Daryl Brooks stream, for God's sake. Oh, that's so funny.
Go ahead, Attorney Opper.
Thank you. I'm going to conclude my comments with this, folks. I'm going to show you the video, a stitched together video of all the carnage caused by Daryl Brooks.
Objection.
And I apologize. This is important that you know what he did. It's important that you think about the women like Nicole White and Kelly Grabo and her daughter and Jane Kulik, who were just there with friends and co-workers supporting a local business. The teenagers marching in the band, representing, wearing their school colors. It's important. The boys and girls with the Blazers baseball team and their coaches doing nothing more than handing out baseball cards.
Well, I understand that, Faves, but I don't think that they were wearing a dog face leather mask and crawling around on the floor. So that's why he's always going to be gay off to me. Hey, look, Suzanne says we made it. Yay, we made it. We got a giveaway. Just wait. We're going to get to those pull tabs. I'm going to pause closing arguments for 32 minutes of pull tabs.
Oh, no. No more pull tabs, please.
Thank you, Suzanne. Thank you for the 5. Thank you so much. And even Kimmy says your shitty flute playing is really improved. See, I'm getting better, Chop Chop. I'm getting better. Getting better. Thank you for the 2. Thank you, Suzanne, for the 5. I'm like a professional harmonicist. Harmonicist. I don't know. Hey, we're almost at the end. This is going to be sad. I'm playing this in real time. But watch the judge. This is important. We're going to watch the judge's face, and then we're going to end our show here. So just watch this. This is important.
The young girls in the extreme dance team. Can you imagine how many hours they spent practicing that routine? He drove right through them without a care in the world. The grannies.
Night, Goosebump.
Dancing their way down the street. Perfect step. Every one of them. Catholic community there, as Father Matt said, spreading the light of Christ in the weeks before Christmas. He snuffed it out. It's time for Darrell Brooks to stop running. It's time for him to stop lying. It's time for him to be held accountable for his actions. Darrell Brooks cowardly rammed his way through this parade, violently killing and injuring so many people. I'm going to stop talking and play this video. But please, I ask you to add up the evidence.
Yamaha, this is a serious moment. Stop making me laugh during a serious moment. Stop saying pianist and pianista. Yamaha. This is the very serious part. This is where we're all going to be crying here in a second, for God's sakes. I mean, show some decorum. God. We're trying to figure out if Darrell Brooks actually ever gets convicted of anything here. I think he's going to be set free. We'll see. No spoiler alerts here.
Use the map. 15. You can check off the names. We've covered them all. Walk down that street like we did with you. Return guilty verdicts on all counts.
Mm-hmm.
Please. Please.
Screen back up.
No, I need one more. Yes, please.
Yeah, I need to gargle again. Apparently.
Go ahead.
Don't remind me. The judge's face is what we're going to be focusing on here, and the background noise from the audience. I'm just going to let this play. I'm going to be quiet.
Watch it, Daryl, you bitch.
Yeah, watch what you fucking did. Stop acting like you're praying.
Thank you. Before we continue with Mr. Brooks's closing arguments, I'm going to take a short break. All rise for the jury, please.
Well, there you have it right there. Sorry, I wanted to play that just in real time for what actually occurred, what happened, because actually that was a powerful portion of the defense, or excuse me, of the prosecutors. That was powerful. You could see the judge was affected by that video. They showed the actual raw footage of Gerald Brooks running over people. And that's the reason I shared that, and that's the reason why I muted my own self, because I didn't want to interrupt it. Because you could hear people that were seeing stuff in the background were crying in real time. They were aghast to what happened, because it was terrible. But don't worry, Gerald Brooks is going to come back and spice it up on our next episode with his with his own closing argument. So yeah, he's going to spice it up. Of course, as only he would. But thank you so much, Attitude. Play the shitty flute, JJ. I will. And by the way, let's all remember that Joe Brooks is in prison. He's never getting out of prison. He will be there taking it and taking it and taking it. Horde and horde and horde. You muted the court, not yourself, dummy. No, Auntie M. Nobody was talking in the court. Nobody. They were just watching the video. There was nobody speaking. They were all just sitting there watching the video. I was muted. The video was still playing. That's how silent it was as people watched the carnage that he ran over Auntie M. So, no, that's actually how silent it was in the courtroom. And that's why I wanted to show people the judge's face, because you could see her like stunned by what she was seeing again after she had to watch it over and over again. And she'll talk about this when she gives her sentencing statements as well. It's really good. But thank you for the 2 ATM. Jenny's bagpipes, so he can be more annoying. I will be back. I'm tired now. Ketchup is tired. We've worked hard today, Ketchup and I. We've worked our tails off today watching Daryl Brooks be Daryl Brooks. Very tiring for us. We're tiring, right, Ketchup?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we need a break. We need naps. But I'm going to come back tonight and do a people watch. Are you going to come back tonight, Chop?
Yeah, I'll think about it.
All right. Maybe Ketchup. Otherwise, it'll be just J-Hip. Hey, maybe Faves will come around tonight. You think Faves will come?
Maybe.
She'll think about it. Otherwise, it'll just be just J-Hip and Shizzy, I guess.
That'll be a great bingo.
Oh, wait, no. Shizzy has FNL on Fridays. Hey, maybe Expert will leave his own stream and hang out with us.
I doubt it.
Yeah, probably not. Oh, Faves gave me a maybe yes. So we got a halfway there. Oh, wait, maybe. Oh, Yamaha might join us. Is Yamaha joining us?
Well, if Yamaha comes, then I'll come. But otherwise, probably not.
Hang on, I got a hard commit right here from Yamaha Banker. Says, great. I can't wait to be on People Watch tonight. Yamaha Banker made an absolute commitment to be on Friday Night People Watch. Yamaha Banker just committed verbally in writing or something and via super chat. So that's pretty good. Wow. Otherwise, it'll be me, Ketchup, and Faves. Hey, next time we do Derek Brooks, we'll get his closing arguments. I'm sure they'll be wonderful. They're going to overwhelm the jury and they'll find him innocent and let him. My sciences are still screwed, but Ketchup does love me. Yes, well, I love you too, Yamaha. Just not like Paint Chips does. Not like Paint Chips. No. More like just his friends. And yes, go give Clayton a like. Give him a sub. Give him a no, don't give him the hug like we know. No, he's a kid. Don't do that. But just give him a like and a sub and maybe a nice message on the video. It's always nice. Always nice. I will see you fine folks tonight at 9 p.m. Central Silly Time. I'll be setting up the thumbnail here shortly. Thank you all. Thank you for everything. I think I got all bingo gifts sent out already. I will double check through my emails to see if I missed anything. I think I got them all. If not, I will run through. Like I said, I do get hundreds of emails, but I will run through and see if I missed anything. Love you all. Have a great day. I'm sending you off into the wild, as we always say over here. Ketchup.
Shut your ass.
Or all the best.